We are down one player tonight, but we've got a group of 4 as the characters continue their investigation into New York City, hoping to cleanse the town of the cultist infestation. I'm John, and I'd like everybody to go take their turn introducing themselves. You want to start over here?
I'm Richard McGuire. I play a hobo named Samus.
I'm Mel. I play a criminal named L.
I'm Hugh. I play a professor of physics named Roland Kurtz.
And I'm Diana. I play Trinidad Rizzo, a dilettante.
And if I can get a 6-sided roll from everybody, please.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I need to roll one. Oh, so, although that's a big loser there.
Aha.
And Rich, your brick has finally failed you. Tell us what happened last time.
It hit her bad.
It was interference.
It doesn't count. Let's see. I went and warned the fighter guys from World War I about the dangers of the city. Our buddies left town to go find a hideout that we could escape to. And we met with the reporter person and told her that things are going worse. And now the police are involved in trying to stop the cultists. And I think we ended the day before the satanic ceremony.
I think Nate has the
Did I miss anything?
calendar.
I think that was it.
That's the high points. There were a
low
couple
points?
of more specific things I wanted to delve into a little bit, and that was, can you guys remember why the police were involved?
We kind of sent them that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember
Ramses.
what motivation you gave them to go that way.
That there might be some illegal hooch coming in through
Fat Mabel's
Fat
basement.
Mabel's basement.
Was there anything
territorial
else?
war between
Yes.
this district and the mob. Yeah, I think that's kind of all we planted.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure. I didn't think you had said anything about cultists or anything in that.
Man, are they going to be surprised?
We didn't tell them that we were sending them to their death, possibly.
I don't believe you did, no. And
I wasn't there to
However,
warn.
I think we warned all the good people
and if memory serves,
of Harlem.
Roland and Dr. O'Donnell and Samus were kind of going to go in by way of the subway tunnels to try and keep an eye on things down there. And Trinidad and Elle were setting up basically a sniper's nest on the building across the street from Fat Mabel's. And did that go well?
I might have made a little bit of noise or something. That didn't go well.
No.
So now we're standing on the platform trying to figure out how to
Knuckle
avoid the
down
police.
The subway.
And while you guys were, before you guys made your way to the subway station, and by you guys, I mean Roland, Dr. O'Donnell, and Samus, a runner came up to Dr. O'Donnell and he explained that he was coming from the city coroner's office and they needed someone to complete an autopsy, to consult on an autopsy, and asked Dr. O'Donnell if he could please come. And out of professional obligation, he pretty much had to.
Okay.
So that's why he's not available for this scene.
Okay.
But that does leave the 4 of you standing
to
on
die all
a
by ourselves.
train station platform
Did you see any other cops?
in Harlem.
Did you just see Lieutenant Lieutenant Hobbs?
No.
What is his name?
Pool.
Cool. Yep.
Yeah, he just escorted us to the landing and left.
You saw no other cops or nothing?
No.
Well,
But he did offer his assurances that there were...
Plenty of
Yeah.
people watching so that we knew
Okay, well, I mean,
we're not
they
turning
took
around
it
to walk back
seriously.
into town. Yeah.
So that means they will strike tonight.
Yes, they are going in. Yes, he
How-
made it clear for us to stay away.
Okay.
And if my calendar's right, it is currently Monday, April 20th. Does that sync up with what you guys have?
I have no date. Nate is pretty good about
You're
making
gonna
April
roll that.
X's on
17th
his
here.
calendar.
April,
You
yeah,
need to roll-
actually,
you
this
need
is
to
the
die, right?
19th. Was 3 a.m.
I rolled
Last
it.
thing
Unless
I
you want a
had.
different color.
Yeah, so it's Monday. The fire at Prospero House was Sunday, April 19th.
Okay. No,
Well, we
The
found
20th
Ramsey's
is-
body.
The 20th, you spent the morning apartment hunting.
that's
That's
right.
where you set up your
That was on Monday,
runaway, and
right. and then Tuesday.
you posted a lot of flyers.
That's right. And then on Tuesday, that's when we got all the plans from the Department of Transportation.
Was that Tuesday?
Yeah, I thought our Monday got tied up with something.
Okay.
So Tuesday morning, we got those plans, and I think that's when we really started to plan out what we're going to be doing.
Okay. So then this raid is probably happening Tuesday night.
The raid is happening on the full moon, which might be Wednesday.
I don't think you guys were pushing that far away. Is
The
the
raid into
calendar in there?
Maples?
It's not in
Yeah.
there.
No, that was
Okay.
happening tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He escorted us to the subway, and
Right.
it's happening tonight. And he
So then
said,
it's
"Stay
either
away."
Monday the 20th or Tuesday the 21st.
I thought what we were trying to plant with Lieutenant Poole is to catch the runners and, this fictitious gang activity happening on the night of the full moon.
No, you weren't going for the night of the full moon. You were going for the night of their next ceremony. And
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
But that wasn't on the full moon?
no,
No.
it wasn't.
Oh.
Our ceremony happens on the phone.
Right.
We have like 2 weeks.
Shit.
or
Yeah.
That's
something.
right. That's right. I
It's
also meant to say
complicated.
it
It's
is
always 2
complicated.
weeks.
Okay. I got it. We're good.
Okay.
Like, it's been 2 weeks, man.
It has been 2 weeks. It's been long enough time to throw us all off. I gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. So, unless there's something, is there anything you guys want to take care of before we dive into the situation?
My last
Sure.
will.
Right?
Usually
Leave
you
all
have
my
to have-
nothingness to somebody else.
Anyone? Okay.
No.
So they weren't planning. They haven't given you. You haven't coordinated with the police that closely, right? You don't know what time
No.
they're
No,
planning on
that's
doing
kind of why
something.
we were going to scope it out, but that didn't work.
So what time are you guys planning on trying to sneak into these tunnels?
I think after rush hour.
So
When the
7:30?
chainsaws run out of fuel.
Yeah.
Because we're
I
going
didn't know that I was
to
going in the subway. Was we going to try to go in the subway still? You were talking about going in.
Well, it might be our only way now, because if the cops are
Just-
going to be scoping out
Yeah,
the front of
it's-
Mabel's, we're going to get caught.
Yeah. And if I'm in character, I'm probably going down there.
But
If I'm in character, I'm like, no, I am not going down
So
there.
you need to convince me not to and think of another way.
Well, or you can convince me because everybody else is going down there. I don't know.
But I don't know. Were we able to communicate and say you're
Yeah.
going to go in through this tunnel, maintenance tunnel at this
yeah,
spot?
I think we would
I
have
mean, if
planned
I were to
like-
go down, would I be able to logistically know my way around?
Well, we do have maps. We have a map of the tunnels in the subway system.
Yeah, we got those on Monday.
So I think that what we could do is we
Did
could
I
just...
study those?
probably not study them, but there would have been
I
some
would've-
communication about what time they were planning on hitting the tunnels.
Yeah, and this, if what we were going to
And
do...
you guys got
busted in
busted
the
early
morning.
enough that
Yeah, because we did go in the morning.
Yeah.
To sit up there all
And
day.
then you would have came back and said, well, that didn't work out, and then we would have been
Yeah,
like,
so I
well,
mean,
how
yes,
about
I
this
can't get
plan?
back.
Getting back.
getting
Yeah.
all the four of you together is not an issue. I'm not concerned
Okay,
about that.
Okay.
Okay.
So we got together.
Then I'd lay out
we
the map and
discussed,
say,
alright,
how about this plan then? We're all looking at the map of the service tunnels under there, and you did mention like a street name, which I didn't write down. That like we can
You
get
wanna
into the
pull out the
service
map?
tunnels.
Because the map of Harlem made it pretty clear which street you wanted to be on. If you looked at it,
Like
it
103rd
actually
Street or
showed.
something.
Man,
It actually showed where the subway stations were.
No, it's a little brown. It's like an 8x10
Yeah.
brown one.
Yeah.
I can see the. No,
That's
that,
not
no,
it.
that isn't it. It's the same color, but not the
So
right.
the subway runs right
Our
along
doctor take
8th
it?
Avenue.
Maybe.
So it would be,
Here it is.
you know,
Oh, the dotted lines are.
actually you're right, the dotted line. So Lenox Avenue would be where the subway runs right along. I'm looking at the raised railway.
Okay.
The dotted lines runs right along Lenox.
And okay.
Fat Mabel's is actually marked on the map at East 130th and Lenox. And there's a subway station on either side. There's one at 135th and one at 145th. So you could enter from either one of those. I think you were going to use the 135th entrance.
Yeah, because that's a lot closer.
Yeah, well,
Yep. That
3
makes perfect
blocks,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good place to start.
So we're gonna enter at 135th and Lenox.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to take that pretty much like the north tunnels to 138th.
And this is the 20th, you said?
I think it's the evening of the 20th.
Tuesday of the 20th,
I think it's like late night Monday the 20th.
Monday the 20th.
I think it's
Okay, I got my
late
days
that
screwed up.
evening. Because I don't remember us going through a full day of stuff
Tuesday
on Tuesday.
morning they got caught.
Oh, is it Tuesday morning they
I
got
thought
caught? Okay,
I
then it
thought
is Tuesday
so.
the 21st.
Okay, there's Lennox and 135th.
I
Because
wrote
Monday
down
is
Tuesday morning. We got the maps or tunnels.
Okay.
Okay, I wrote that down. So I would say it was Tuesday morning that we were.
Okay.
Busted.
Okay.
So what time were you guys planning on doing this then?
I think we should start making our way out there at about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
And
something
it's
like that.
April. So
Yeah, and the sun is.
sunset's probably, let's call it 7:30. Sound fair? Late April?
Sure.
So you tell me based on that if that affects what time you want to show up there.
The sun don't shine on the ground.
No, it doesn't.
I'll probably bring some supplies, like a couple lanterns,
Sure.
the new portable lights.
Ugly.
All right. Sure.
Are you giving those
Electric
away?
lantern.
Yeah.
Damage
So I said we go in at
It's a lot of
night,
damage.
when it starts turning night.
This is all
Which is
we're
about
gonna take
7:30.
today. It's my
Which is
uh,
coincidentally
premonition,
also
published
about the time
damage.
rush hour is
Great.
finally wrapped up.
Yeah. We want to be as incognito.
So the maintenance tunnel is going to have a
We
lock
have
on it.
never been incognito and through any of this.
Today is the first day.
Getting past that lock is not physically a difficult thing.
I have lockpicking.
Getting past that lock without drawing attention to yourself and going through the door without causing attention to yourself in a fairly busy subway station, because even after rush hour it's not dead. So
I have stealth.
I'd kind of like somebody to give me a stealth roll. Your choice which one of you it is.
I can spend a point if you want me to roll the cursed die. Or if somebody else is volunteering.
Say a miss.
I have no stealth, so
I have
I
no
can't
stealth
help
either.
It's near the bottom of the general skills.
Got it. It has 6.
I have 3, but I only plan on spending 1 point. If you want to be stealthy and roll that
Well, the
one,
last time I was stealthy, we saw how that happened.
Yeah.
So you go right
I
ahead.
can roll the 1 for
you. But you can do this. You can spend
Sorry.
2 points of your stealth to give him +1 to his roll. So if he spends 1 and you spend 2, that'll be a +2 to his roll.
which still doesn't matter when I roll 1.
But you're not going to roll a 1. You're going
There's
to
a
roll a 2.
16% chance.
But you're going to roll at
He already
least a
said
2.
it. He already said it. It's too late.
Pick a new dice.
Or you guys can just say no, Rich isn't allowed to roll and let somebody else do it. I mean, there's
But he
options
curses
here.
everybody anyway. It doesn't matter. Maybe
Did
you'll
you
get
want to
a-
spend extra
I'll
points?
give you the 2.
Okay, I'm +2. I spent 1 point, and I guess she spent some points.
Okay. Look at that.
A 2?
Between the
I
two of you,
told
you got a 4.
That's a success.
And that is going to be enough that
Thank God.
you manage to time things so that you
gonna be a quick night.
duck through the door without drawing any attention.
It's starting off
That's how
good.
it's done.
Starting off good.
That's some teamwork right there.
So you are now in a subway maintenance tunnel. There is faint light coming through the screened-off cracks in the door, like blinds in the door, slats in the door, letting the light in. And you can see this tunnel is about 12 feet high. It's all arched brickwork, and it extends straight on that way. You see that there are thick electrical cabling strung against the wall. About every 20 feet, there's a little arch which connects this tunnel to the main subway tunnel. And every time a train goes past, you feel a strong breeze, strong wind in the air as it.
But it's not in the same tunnel.
It's not in the
We're
same
in like
tunnel.
a
There
parallel.
is
Yeah.
there is a brick wall between
Between.
you. Yeah. But there's a fair amount of debris
Sure.
down here on the ground. It's not the
very
most aromatic place, right? I mean, there
It
are
smells
some.
like home.
No, you know,
It smells like
even a
underneath
bum
Harlem.
doesn't piss where they eat, and so it's not.
A little deeper.
Yeah, it's
We'll get a
it
little
might not be
deeper.
that homey for you. It's kind of damp, kind of musty. I mean, it's not. Yeah, this is someplace somebody might duck into to get out of the weather.
But not where somebody's staying.
You don't think so?
Are there? Is this lit?
No.
It's just
Well, only
through the...
Only through the door.
the door and whatever you're carrying with you.
Who's got the lantern?
I do.
You mentioned
grab a
having
couple.
a couple of lanterns.
Yeah. I'll pass them out.
Anybody bring any weapons?
Yeah.
I have a knife. That's
Do I usually carry?
I don't know.
it. A club? Are you a clubber?
No, I'm not a clubber. I do have some brass knuckles though, but that's not my main choice. I just got a 6-shooter
Can I have a revolver?
revolver. Yeah.
All right.
The doctor somehow procured a Thompson.
Okay.
Oh wait, we did have. What was the Brownings?
That is a like a machine gun.
Who had those? We had
You
those.
did. You did when you tried to climb the building. And
Yeah. What happened to those? The police took it.
No, you did not take it.
No.
You didn't take it.
No, you did not.
Then I
take
have the Browning,
it. Okay.
303 caliber.
I don't think that's a good idea. Like it's a
It's just in
small
my
area.
pants.
It's a small area. It's like
It's gonna be real loud.
well, not only that, it's like you can't like aim it very well.
It's just in case of emergencies. How big is that? I have to look it up.
Pretty big rifle.
Yeah, it's a big.
You're not going to be able to turn around in a tunnel.
Oh, that tunnel's pretty wide, right?
Yeah, tunnel's like 15
Yeah.
feet wide.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I
amazing.
thought-
Yeah,
I
we're
thought
not.
we
We're not
were-
in El Chapo.
yeah. I thought we were in some kind of.
No, I'm
No.
sorry if I didn't make that more clear. No, this is a maintenance tunnel where, like, if they need to, do serious, reconstruction work on the
Okay.
tracks or something, they can set the stuff over here to the side. So it's
Alright.
it's pretty big. I mean, it's not as wide. It's not 2 train tracks wide, but it's like 10 to 15 feet wide. It's wide enough for you to get around down here. If you needed to like store a forklift or something, you could fit it in here.
All right, so
It's pretty unwieldy. Can't really. You need a bipod or you need to shoot it from prone. So holding it in your hand and trying
I
to
gotta
shoot
lay down.
this. Yeah.
or brace myself against something.
Yeah. I guess when it's
Do
like
it.
when you're shooting,
encourage
it doesn't
me.
really matter. Like I guess if you just
I'll have your
suppress fire, you're
revolver.
gonna hit something.
I'll carry your revolver for you. You carry your Browning.
Yeah, so it's the BAR.
Damn, I'm
That's
strong.
I'll be like this, fumbling with it.
Yeah, it's a serious weapon.
Yeah.
So you've
I
got.
can't just leave it in a tunnel. I gotta set it in the corner and come back for it later. I gotta
You can
take it
carry
with
it.
me. Okay. All right. I didn't know if this is one of those things, a weight requirement.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Sweat that.
We'll confine a wheelbarrow. And you can-
Yeah, I'll just.
It's
All your
not.
weapons
It's
in
not
there.
that. It's not the weight of the weapon that means you need a bipod or you need to be prone. when
It's
you're
just.
firing.
No, I
It's
know
the-
for the firing. I
Yeah.
know, but I'm talking like that thing. It's like, yeah, if I'm a woman walking around in the tunnels down there, I mean, it's big.
It's
So-
awkward, no question about it. You wouldn't want to try to, run a 100-meter dash.
No,
hauling it.
no, that's what I'm
which could
thinking.
be
I'm
an
like,
issue, but-
right, and that's why I'm
You guys
like,
got
do
me
I
wanting
set
to
it
look up now.
down?
What is it?
It's
A BAR. Browning automatic rifle.
You know those things they shot out of cars in the 20s.
No, that's a Tommy gun.
Thompson.
That's no.
These are bigger.
Nice. It's nice. You look really cool with it.
Does this gun make my butt look big?
You see Lawrence of
Here.
Arabia?
What's that?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, it's a serious gun.
It's definitely a serious
Yeah.
gun.
Thompson's got some pretty neat little rules to it.
Yeah.
See, I came up with this 30. No, it's an M1919.
That's a
That's a little
Wow.
bit bigger.
that's a little later too.
Looks bigger.
All right.
All right, so we get the gist. All right.
Yeah. So you've
So
got
I
the
have
Browning,
this.
you've got a pistol, you've got a Tommy gun,
Yeah.
and
I have a
you've got a knife.
I also have a small.
You wanna carry this Browning?
32. Do you have firearms? 'Cause I have a pistol as well.
I might have taken a point, but I think it was in archery, if that matters.
That's not going to help.
Yeah, I've got 1 point in firearms, but I was considering it to be like crossbows and bow and arrow type, like non-noisy weapons.
So he's going to do the Rambo with a stick of dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be quiet. Do you have a bow?
I did not bring one. I only bring a knife with me.
Okay.
I don't normally carry a bow around.
I didn't think so.
Not in the city, anyway.
I wouldn't.
Maybe if we're like out in like the desert or something, I'd have my bow.
Okay. All right. So, how far? I mean, are you walking all the way down to Fat Mabel's at 7:30, or are you just hiding in the darkness for a little while, or are you waiting for a cue? Tell me what's going on.
When the police run down the street screaming, we know it's time.
How far are we from Fat Mabel's right now at this point?
3 blocks.
3 to 4. Yeah.
Which takes us how long to get there?
5 minutes?
Well,
No, blocks
a little
are.
more than that. City block's about a quarter mile.
Why don't we go like a block away? Is it,
Because that's not where the subway entrance is.
I'd like to explore.
well, can't
though.
we explore through the subway to
Just
go
to-
make our way
because-
there?
You know what? I'm looking at this. There is a map here.
We could stay in the subway
with a
and just go
really
through the tunnels
small-
to try to make our way closer to.
Well,
Maybe.
Actually, you guys
Stay
are
down there.
about a quarter mile away right now. I take that
Oh.
back.
Okay.
So,
Okay, yeah. I'm
I mean,
right
if
there.
you're all out sprint, I'm assuming none of you guys are Olympic caliber sprinters. So, an all out sprint's probably a couple of minutes for you to get there.
I'm good right here then.
We should figure out if that tunnel that you said that you saw in the basement of Mabel's actually does go to these tunnels.
I agree.
And just scope that out and
That's-
see.
What my character would have done. She would have been like, okay, can't go up top. I gotta go down below, and I gotta get to where I know that's gonna come up. We'll
So-
see if that.
Are you doing that first thing, 7:30?
Sure.
Yeah, at least scope it out.
All
see.
4 of you, or just the 2 of you?
I'll go.
I thought you didn't want to go to the subway. I plan on going.
I'm not staying by myself. So I'm going. I don't want to be here, so I'm going to stay right with the group. I'm not getting separated. So I can die with you, Samus.
Why? I'm the one that doesn't die. Remember?
Yeah, well, it's your turn,
You
maybe.
could survive with me.
Well, now.
I'm-
What's his character's name?
Dr. O'Donnell.
Sean O'Donnell.
So he can. We should leave him some notes
Yeah.
on what we're doing so that he knows how
We'll
we
leave him
died.
We'll leave him in the tunnel.
He's not gonna find him.
He knows what our
can't
plan
really-
was.
We can leave him popcorn trails. I don't know. How are we going to get him notes?
We can tattoo notes on your back, and when he does an autopsy, you can tattoo.
Why do we keep going back to Memento? All right. Well, as long as we have somebody that it's like, did anybody call and tell Mom where we were gonna be? That's somebody knows where we're at or what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think the doctor was one of the ones that wanted to come down here and do this part anyway. So he knows
But
where we're at.
he knew because we had not talked about that with the last one. So okay.
So just scope out the
Yeah,
tunnels
7:30, I'm
and
good with
see
that.
if those tunnels connect.
Okay.
We'll start there.
Okay. So about 7:30, every probably about 10 minutes, you hear the whoosh as another train goes rattling past you, and everything kind of shakes. Little dust comes out of the ceiling. It's kind of gross, honestly. Just fairly steady stream of trains going past in these subway tunnels. And occasionally you find something that died down here. Rats or other
People.
animals that might have come down into the tunnels to die. And there's an aroma associated with that, and it's kind of unsettling, but not terrible. You've certainly seen worse in your lives, but you do eventually get to where you think should be right below Fat Mabel's.
We got that far? Wow.
Takes probably about 10 minutes because you're not rushing it. You're kind of walking cautiously, carrying the flashlights. You're looking around, and from inside the maintenance tunnel, you don't see any signs of any tunnels here. Do you want to go into the main subway area?
Do I see any hobo signs?
Oh, that is a really good question. You didn't see any down here. Back on the platform, you did see a sign that indicated not a safe area, but it wasn't real recent. So you're not sure how long ago that sign might have been drawn.
How long ago did the train pass?
Tell me, do you want to wait until after one goes?
Yeah.
So yeah, you
I know
wait.
we got 10.
Probably got about 10 minutes between them. So yeah, you wait till one goes past, and then you're stepping out into the main area.
Yeah.
Is anyone going with him?
Are you touching both rails?
No.
I'm just asking.
So just you are stepping out into the main area. And you're looking
I'll
around.
step out. I got my gun out.
All right. You got the Browning out?
No. I
got
got my
your pistol
pistol kind
out?
of hidden behind
Okay.
my side.
All right. And you've got the Tommy gun probably at the ready, right?
I probably have it, perched up here, and
Okay.
then I got the
Flashlight.
electric light, yeah.
All right. Okay. And then you've got the Browning over your shoulder or across your body, and the pistol in your hand, and a flashlight or a torch in the other.
Are we doing the up against the wall kind of thing,
I
or
don't
is this
know.
we're going through the door? Or what?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going through first?
Yep.
Good for you.
Well, the doctor ain't here.
I like you. All right. Yeah, I'm
So you're
going to be behind
through
him with my
your
gun
second.
down. Yeah.
I'll look at my watch.
I'll go behind Mel.
Okay, your third, and then
L.
are you
No,
even
L.
leaving the maintenance?
That's why I meant
tunnel?
I
Did it
guess
easy.
if they're going, I'll go too.
Okay.
Okay. I got my watch. I said
I'll die together.
we're going to walk for 4 minutes. That gives us 6 minutes to get back.
Okay. So after about 4 minutes of walking out, and you start looking around, Trinidad, you said you're going to walk around for 4 minutes and then get back. Just as you say, okay, time, you notice that what you thought was wall over here is actually some canvas that's been painted over to look like a wall segment, and you can feel that there's a
it just
breeze
kinda-
from it. Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of moved in the breeze, and you
Hey,
saw
you
it.
guys.
Hey, you guys.
There's something over here going on.
No difference here going on.
So I will, that's right where we're at. Right to the
You're
right.
you're
of
right
me.
by it.
I'm right by it. So
Mhm.
I'm just going to tap L and say
Is it lit
this.
more, or just the lantern we have? Just the
Just lantern
flashlights?
you've got.
Well, we got to think about this or we head back and...
Well,
and is there a way to open the
I
canvas
mean,
or rip the
yeah,
canvas
it's
open?
just-
I'm just gonna
like,
do one
it's
of
hung like a
these.
curtain, so it's
Yeah.
not real.
Peek in
You
there.
can-
Peek in there. I'm pushing
You-
the peek in there.
Yeah.
So you're in order to get any light, you're gonna have to
I-
shine the
yeah.
torch in.
I know.
Okay. So you're doing that. You're pulling it back and shining the torch. And remember, time's running.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm looking
So
for
you
booze
pull
or
the
whatever.
canvas
Yeah.
aside and torch it, and you look and you see it. This is a tunnel leading upward.
Oh, cheers.
And you're looking around,
Bingo.
and you can see, as you're looking at the wall, bite marks. The whole tunnel has been chewed out. It's the one you saw before. And seeing it
From the other
afresh. Give me another stability roll. Tell me if you're spending points.
Oh, I did spend points before,
You
right?
did.
If I were you, I wouldn't bother.
You guys want me to just start firing the gun aimlessly? I mean, that's fine.
Well, here's the deal. If you
You'd be
spend
like, you're evil, you're evil, you're evil.
I don't think you're going to lose sanity. So if you spend stability to keep yourself from losing stability, you lost it anyway. The only thing you care about retaining are sanity points. And this isn't like a living thing.
Yet.
That's my advice. You can do what you
Stability
want.
is what you're saying.
That's right.
Stability.
Stability you regain after.
What did I
each-
just use on the? Can I use a pencil? What did I
You
use on the
spent
last
2
one?
points of stealth.
2 points of stealth. All right, so that's 4. I'll spend 2 on stability.
Okay.
6.
You're loving it.
Plenty.
In fact, it makes you feel hungry. Just all those bite marks. You think, I could dig into this wall. It's be delicious.
Pork chops.
So you
Okay.
gotta mark those points
Oh,
off too.
Yep.
At that point, I'm going to pull her away and say, "What is wrong with you?
Stability's over.
It is not delicious."
What's that?
Well,
Oh,
we need to
see,
go
this
in
is-
because
okay,
we're not
this is
going
how
to make
you
it back
use
to the
this.
tunnel.
So yeah, whatever your
This is
number
what,
is
every
what you
6
start
minutes?
at.
10.
10.
And it's
Okay,
Okay, so
probably
I
6
started
minutes.
at 12 last game.
It's
I
probably
would
Okay,
have
so-
been back
so
at a
I would
12.
7 minutes now.
I would put like a
Oh,
square
God.
around the 12, which is down there.
But we can always just like
And then I would
hover
mark
just
yeah.
just where you're
inside,
not- where
wait
you're
for the
at
train
right
to go
now.
by,
Okay.
and
so,
then decide
so
what we're
12
gonna
is your
do.
maximum, yeah.
And that's the only
is where
spot
I'm
we
at.
can go in,
Yep.
that we can
And
see that
this
we can
So
go
what
in.
you've
from
seen so
last
far.
time, I
It's
can
all just
change
straight.
this back. So this is all the time.
Yeah, that's right. That doesn't change.
And stealth, I went from a 6 and I
Well,
just
that-
used 2, so that's a 4, right? And
you have
that
to
I
mark
do
it
have to
over
mark
here.
there. Okay. Cool.
Well, we need to go in.
I'm all for it. This place looks great.
I look in.
It doesn't look
And
great.
we'll have to walk in because we're
Okay.
not going to make it back to the service tunnel.
I like
So
open up
the
the.
tunnel is actually fairly steep,
Okay.
so I don't know that all 4 of you can really squeeze in there without starting to climb up it a little bit.
Can we do the Scooby Doo thing?
You're going to kind of have to do the Scooby-Doo thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of give each other a hand up.
Okay.
Because it's basically, I mean, it's not like that, but it's,
I gotcha.
it's fairly steep, and it's
So
not
now we
like
all
they
have to
carved it
make
out to the
stability
big flat
rolls.
area. What?
So we all have to make stability rolls. now.
Is that what
Not
we're going to try to do?
Stability rolls unless you guys are taking a real close look at it. It's
Mhm.
because it popped back in her memory
Oh.
what she had seen before, because she had taken the time to make a close look at it.
No. I'm not. It's chiseled limestone. Let's go in.
So, what order are you guys going in? Are you going first?
Yeah,
I will
I'll go
not be
first.
going first.
Mabel knows me the best, I guess. So if me coming out of something in her basement would be odd, I guess it would be
I
stranger
think as long
than-
as we all get in without the train hitting any of us, that's all we really got to worry about. So that means if somebody's got to get
Why are you worried
hoisted
about
and
the train.
because
Because we're gonna die.
I don't want to be. I'd rather
Killed by
be
a
killed
train.
by a cultist instead of a passing train. That's not climatic.
So we're just going in to
So
hide
it's
from the
just-
train, then we're coming back out.
Well, we have 10 minutes to decide what we're going to do.
Okay.
Now, the trains are actually coming in 2 directions, so you're not absolutely certain it's always going to be 10 minutes.
Oh Lord.
But you're scrambling in.
It's Frogger.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. But you're scrambling in there, and I'm just going to randomly roll and have 2 of you give me
There's no
give me
climbing,
athletics
so-
rolls to try to climb.
All right.
And if you don't make it, it'll be interesting. So I got 2 for Trinidad and 3 for Samus.
Oh, I have to
So-
make a climbing roll?
You both have to give me athletics rolls for climbing.
4.
All right. Tell me if you're spending points. Don't forget.
Yeah, I'll spend a point. This seems like it's important. A 4.
All right. Yeah. You guys both scramble up a little bit out of the way.
Better to scramble
you can
up
see
than
this
scramble
tunnel
back.
goes up fairly high. I mean, this
Oh, I'm
is
sorry.
probably 18, 20 feet.
Oh, that high. But there was a ladder that went down.
There was a rope that they threw that she could
that's
throw
right.
down.
Right.
That rope is not hanging down here right now.
Okay.
So you guys hang out in the tunnel for a few minutes. You hear the trains go by again.
Okay.
And then are you heading back out to explore? Somewhere?
Well,
Or are you doing some? Or are you going
Curious,
to
can we see
go all the way?
a depth? Like where this, does it go someplace else? Does it lead to someplace else? These bite marks, these tunnels? Is it
Are you
going?
inspecting the walls?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Oh,
So
shit.
yeah, you can't help but notice the bite marks as the flashlights are shining around. So give me a stability roll.
Okay, I will actually use 2 points on it.
All right. Awesome.
6.
So yeah, you can tell that human teeth chewed this tunnel apart.
Human teeth.
Yep.
is this only a straight tunnel?
Is it
or-
straight up or does it go that way?
It
and
goes.
branch
It's
off?
kind of at an angle. There are no branches.
That's what I meant.
It just
Okay.
goes right up to presumably the basement of Fat Mabel's,
And down
and then
here.
back down here.
So I don't see no bite marks behind me where we came from. Nothing like that. It kind of just ends here. It starts here and ends here.
Well,
I
it
just
starts
saw
in the
the
subway
markings.
tunnel. It leads to Fat Mabel's basement,
Right,
and you haven't gone all the way up.
right.
How
So
are
it
you
just starts at this spot though, where we climbed in. The teeth marks.
That's the only part you found.
Okay.
we don't really have a good way of getting up. I didn't bring my portable ladder.
Well, I don't want to be here.
Can we investigate the maintenance tunnel, see if we can find a ladder?
Yeah.
But do you want to go up in Mabel's basement? I don't think that's a good idea. There's a ritual going on here tonight.
We have to make sure that whatever happens, Silas is killed. And if the cops don't do it, I think we should
So
just
how much
like
time do we have before?
Before we get hit by a train?
Well, I have
10
to.
Or
minutes.
eaten by a
No,
monster.
no. I mean, how much time do we have before the ritual stuff begins? Like 4
Pursue-
hours.
Yep. 3 hours.
If it's
Why is this-
7:30,
what
it's
time
We're
is it?
probably 8 o'clock now,
probably
so
8 o'clock.
Was it,
4 hours, yeah.
was it like a
And,
midnight
and
thing?
where do you store your liquor and stuff at? We
do you
could
mean?
like plant junk in the basement if we have enough time to do it. So when the police come, there'll be actual stuff in the basement.
I feel like the basement, based on the description that she gave, is
It's,
the
already,
place.
it's already stocked.
Yeah, the basement was stocked with
Yeah.
booze. That's not going to be
But
an
the
issue.
basement is also, I think, where the place where the ritual happens. Because she
Yes.
found a magic circle in the middle of the floor over there.
Yes, and actually there was meaning to that magic circle and everything.
So what if we set some kind of
A bear trap at the bottom of the tunnel, the hole. Is that what you're talking?
no? I was thinking more like
Dynamite.
I don't carry dynamite on me. But we got 4 hours. If we can find a
could
way
search.
up,
That's
we can go back. We can get some stuff. We can rig this. We can blow the basement up.
there's not much we can do.
Oh
Or
my
set it
God,
on
he's gonna be
fire.
so upset there's
Where
no
we're
fire.
at
He's
and
not
what
here
we're
for
doing.
fire.
We set it on fire. There's plenty of alcohol, so we have our accelerant.
You do?
Yeah.
But we have to be able to set that fire.
Yeah, but why you want to set on fire and you're not going to kill Silas then?
We don't. If the cops are going to be busting through the front door, Silas is not going out the front.
Right.
If we burn the basement, Silas isn't going to crawl down this hole and escape through the subway.
Right.
So he's going to get arrested or killed.
Why do you think Silas won't climb down this hole?
According to all the notes we've read from the previous companions of Samus, that he's the head of this. He's going to be in the basement performing the ritual. He's the leader.
So you want to catch it on fire while
While
the
they're in.
ritual is going on?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And we got
So we don't even have to catch it on fire. We just have to destroy the tunnel exit, is what you're saying.
or we can use the tunnel exit as our way of getting into the basement, setting this
We
trap.
could block We could block the tunnel exit with a subway car.
How are we going to get the fire up there to the basement from the tunnel?
That's the thing. We need to figure out how to get
We
up.
need to figure out how to get up.
So
Sorry,
we can
having
go in
allergy
there. We can
problems.
sneak in there, set this trap, let the place burn when the cultists are in. And we got presumably like 4 hours to do this.
We get on the subway and we pull the emergency brake in front of the hole.
Why don't we get
Before
on
you
the
guys get
subway
too far
going
with
out
this-
of town, get what we need, and come back?
Before you guys get too far with this, I do want to bring one other point into the discussion. You did say you were heading back into the subway tunnel when when the tunnel
We're-
had cleared of trains, right?
I say we're not talking about this in the main tunnel. We're talking about this in the maintenance tunnel.
Okay. When you guys came back out of that chewed up tunnel, you would be in the lead, right?
If I went
Yeah,
in
'cause you're going
last,
back.
Because you went in
Right.
last, right? You had a flashlight?
No. Well,
I'll hand it
now
up.
I have one.
Okay. As you come out, you see that directly across the subway tunnel from you here, there's a piece of plywood up against the wall. Kind of unusual that there'd be scrap plywood against down here. I mean, it's not a construction material they normally use down here. And this is a piece of plywood that's probably, I mean, it's a full sheet, so
4 by
about
8?
8 by 4. It's a big piece of plywood to just be laying down here. Seems kind of odd.
Is it covering anything?
It's a good question.
Covering a
Is somebody
hole.
going to go check?
It's covering
Are you
a hole.
volunteering to go look?
Well,
Are you describing what you're seeing
Yeah,
as we're
sure.
coming out?
I mean, I think everybody sees it. I just happen to see it first.
Yeah.
So we're now. This is the main tunnel.
You're back in
We're
the
back
main
in the
Back in
subway
the main tunnel.
And you
Directly
can see
across
directly
from Maple.
across from where you.
Got it.
I'll point out we got 8 minutes.
Skedaddle.
What you pointing at me for? All right, I'll
That is pretty odd.
I'm gonna stealthily look behind that with the
Okay.
flashlight.
There's another tunnel chewed into the bedrock here, through the bricks.
Kind of saw that coming, so I don't lose any sanity.
How big
At least
is
I say
it?
so.
The same size as the one that's going under Maple?
So the opening is only about 6 feet, but as you shine the flashlight into it, this is wider and deeper and taller. You gonna go in to take a closer look?
I am not.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is kind of
Yes,
creepy.
you are. I pushed you in. No, I didn't.
Guys, this is another chewed up tunnel, but it's creepy and dark in there, and I'm not going in there. So,
Okay.
what if we get into the maintenance tunnel, talk about the next step? What if we went?
So can I assume you guys are all going back to the maintenance tunnel now?
Yes.
And you put that board...
I put the plywood's up where. Okay.
Okay, it's coming from there,
Yeah.
crossing and going here,
Yeah.
going up into Maples.
Okay.
We're assuming.
Or the people go down the hole, across the tracks, into
And
the
go that
second
way.
hole
Right.
before they do whatever it is they do.
True. It's all happening that way, one way or the other.
Yeah, we don't know which direction it's going though, up or down.
But we know a couple other things though, is it doesn't always stay in there. Because if the newspaper article is right about that creature in the subway tunnels right here down at 38th, that could be that thing.
It's a sacrificial thing, right? They're having the ritual, throwing it to the dude in the tunnel, the monster in the tunnel. He's coming and getting it, and he's taking it away. And he's spitting out the...
Oh, maybe it's waiting at the bottom for the victim to go down.
Well, maybe
That's its
dragging
home.
it off.
Behind that wood, that plywood is its home.
maybe it wants to eat fresh, so it goes to Subway. I'm just saying.
That's
That was
pretty-
terrible.
wow.
I just want to swear at you right now. I'm all scared because I found the hole and you're like making jokes.
That was a good one though. Acceptable.
Alright, so we think we found its lair.
All right.
Or it goes on further to like the center
What
of the
if
earth.
we destroyed that? its lair. That
Well,
stops the ritual.
Here,
That stops the ritual from happening because we've destroyed that. Let's burn that up.
if we go out of town the other way, next town over is what? Okay, so next town over.
You're in
I
New
don't
York
know what-
City. What do you mean by next town?
Maybe
over?
borough.
Okay, next borough, next
Yeah,
next next Cabela's. Where can I find a Cabela's?
Washington Heights is probably
Need something the equivalent of a Cabela's.
There's no Cabela's.
What are you looking for?
John, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for a way to close up that entrance.
I want to burn it up, and then
Well, you
I
do
don't.
have.
Burning's not going to do anything. It's stone. You need to either collapse it or board it up. The one in the plywood one is what I'm talking about.
the monster stone.
What if
Well,
we,
you know it can chew through stone.
Right.
But
they can chew through wood?
is it?
Right. But I'm talking delay it, slow it down, so that when it comes feeding time, we blow the
So you
shit
want to go buy a bunch of food and
Why
put it
don't-
on the tracks?
and blow it up.
Or why don't we lure it like minutes before a train comes and let the train just smash into this?
That's fine too.
Or it's going to smash the train
But what
to
we
pieces.
Well, then we're in trouble,
But what
no
we
matter
need,
what.
we don't have.
Wait a minute. She just
Yeah, we
said
have
it's made of
plenty of them.
stone. Is this
You're
made of
live
stone?
bait.
Do we
You
know
can go
that?
down in the
What?
tunnel.
Is it made of
Then
stone?
they'll chase
It's
you
made of stone.
out.
We don't know that,
We
right?
don't know
You just have to dodge
Other
the
than
subway
descriptions
train.
of notes.
That it can eat through stone.
Okay.
We're
Yes,
we're, we're,
and
we're
we-
Okay.
suspecting it can't eat through.
See?
Yes.
See how easy that is?
What happened? Oh, you're gonna be bait?
Oh, why not? Let's
Who's
do
gonna
it.
be bait?
I'm gonna do it.
Oh my god. So wait.
Wait,
Wait, what'd
what's
you miss?
happening?
So
Live food right there.
okay. So we're gonna lure this thing on the tracks.
Yeah, but it comes for a ritual. So how are you going to lure it?
If it
food
lives
right there.
there.
If you open up that plywood nightstand at the opening of this, more than likely, whatever that thing is can probably smell me.
Oh, because something's probably open in the plywood, which invites it to come. It's time.
That's really good thinking. Probably.
But I
The
don't
worst thing
smell
that
like the
could
rest
happen
of
here,
this
somebody
trash
gets hit
down
by a
here.
subway car.
Yeah, and hopefully it's the thing in the tunnel. I think that's a good idea. Yep. I think it's the best.
I
idea
think
we've
that we
come
should
up with
try to
so far.
blow it up, like we said, like you were talking about fire. Try to blow it. Maybe it'll come out, and then we can.
We'd have to know timing,
See
though,
what
if
we're
we were going to
dealing
use
with.
the train. So we'd have to
Let's
get
see what
that
we're
train
dealing
to
with.
stop,
Let's try to get it
burrow
out.
up.
Or
I
we-
can put a gun to the
we
to
smoke
the
it out?
engineer's head
well,
and tell
yeah,
him to
we
drive it as when I want him to drive it.
We need to hijack a train.
That's your job. Go hijack the train.
I think we should just use the time. Like, we got some time, first of all, that we can time the trains passing with more accuracy.
You can get a train schedule, right? I mean, train schedules are a thing. That's not going to be that tough.
Okay.
But if it's 5 minutes late, we're
Why don't we think of that?
Yeah, but we're also in the,
Wait
in
a
the
minute,
tunnels.
I have a
like,
train
and we're,
schedule.
We're gonna have more accurate measurement of the train by actually measuring the amount of time each one is passing from our particular point.
They're all following a specific schedule, right? It's not.
Okay.
Not, they're not
Scientists
time
gotta
based on the time
overthink
between
everything, don't
I
you?
know.
based on.
Yeah.
I mean, they may be a minute or two behind schedule, or a few
Just
seconds
get
behind
the
schedule, but
TNT, wait
you
for
can-
the stinky
that's not
bitch
gonna
to
be a
come
problem.
up and blow it
you
up.
can have a pretty good idea of when it's going to come.
Here,
Give or
kitty,
take a
kitty, kitty,
minute.
kitty, 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 kitty. Open
Okay.
the gate. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Let's see if-
I think that's a good idea. Luring this thing onto the tracks right before a train comes to hopefully have the train smash into this creature is a good strategy.
And if not, at
Except
least we
for the
have an
people
option to
on-
see what
Except for
it
the
is.
people on the train, or the conductor, or the tunnel, or the fact that we may be down in the tunnel.
But we're going to assume this thing, whatever it is
Those are acceptable losses.
yeah.
They're not you, so yeah.
I mean, there's already been
I've done some mental calculations here, and I think the train is going to be absolutely fine. It's not like it's made out of wood. The train will be
But
fine.
from what you described, from what the people saw in the tunnel, wasn't this like a giant dog or something.
Small bear.
Small bear.
Mhm.
How fast is this train going? This is in between stops, isn't it? Mabel's.
It's about halfway, so
Okay.
it's
So it's
close to
it's going a good
maximum
clip.
speed, so
Okay.
it's probably going
35 miles an
Yeah.
hour.
Okay.
That's exactly what
Okay.
I was going to say.
All right.
Okay. Well,
So now I've done some calculating.
35 miles per hour.
And how much does the train weigh? We could do a mass calculation.
Yeah.
He's a physicist.
I'm a physicist.
Put all the weight
My
without
character
being.
Oh
would
God,
do
I'm
the
starting to
mass
sweat. This is
calculation.
becoming a word problem.
Probably.
I'll do half.
Yeah.
How
It's gonna
many
be
Oh God,
this. This
Cthulhu
is-
fell.
how many d6s
not a
of
good
damage
sign.
will it take? Tell
Yeah.
me.
I don't know yet. I mean, I'm not really a mathematician here. My character would have the answer.
Okay, so we get the schedule. We figure out when.
Yeah. You got a pretty good idea of when it should come.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not going to be the problem.
Mm-hmm. The problem is luring it out at the right time.
At the exact right instant, yes.
So
Too
here's
bad we
And
didn't
are we gonna
have,
blow up
uh,
its home?
Too
It's
bad we didn't
there?
have 10-foot
Or are we just
poles
gonna
with loops on them.
yeah,
hope that the train takes care of it?
that's the hope. Otherwise, we are a crew of 4 that are heavily armed, and we just try to destroy this thing. And hope that the machine gun fire in the subway
That might make
isn't
some.
going
That
to be
might
heard from the
alert
surface.
some
So, like,
people.
whatever happens here stays here, and we're either going to die, or we destroy a worm thing, and nobody would know anything about it until the cleanup crew comes.
Well,
out
the
here and says,
cultists
"What
would
the hell
know
is this?"
about it when they come down for the thing.
And right about then is when the cops are going to raid the Mabels.
There's
So-
gotta.
So what
It
is
sounds
the
like a plan.
what is the distance between the tunnel, the layer we'll call it, and the entrance to the maintenance tunnel?
It's probably the width of a subway.
That's
Give
so
or
it's
take.
2 subway tracks, right? And there's a little gap in between because the cars don't want to slam into each other. So let's call it 25 feet.
Oh, okay, so it's that close. So we can easily like lure it out and back ourselves up towards the maintenance tunnels. So when the train comes, we're going to be in the maintenance tunnel and not get hit by the train too.
And if the train is late, it'll be in the maintenance tunnel with us.
But we at least have a straight path to run the fuck out while we shoot at this thing to escape it.
It sounds
we-
too good.
We can't be in the tunnel when the train comes to destroy it. So we have to be in the maintenance tunnel regardless.
Do we have anything to block up the maintenance tunnel so that it can't come in after us?
Like what?
How about we take
Our
the
guns.
How about we take the plywood that's covering the hole?
Go ahead and run down the tunnel.
Well, not run,
Well,
just
hold it.
you
but
know,
yeah.
immediately.
I mean, there would be
Start-
the plywood's not.
I mean, if it's enough to slow it down for 10 seconds, we get an extra flea roll, you know? Yeah, I mean, whatever.
I don't understand why plywood is like there when this thing can like chew through
well,
rock.
to stop other people from seeing.
The hole.
Okay.
It's not to stop the thing, to keep the thing in. It's to keep other people out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you want to, as we all get back into the service tunnel, just prop that against the door or whatever. Yeah, it's something. It's a little extra barrier. But we have to keep it there too long enough for the train to come. So I mean, we have to be able to get the thing open, lure it out, go back to the entrance to the service tunnel, and keep it in the tunnel long enough for that train to come and hit it. So we're going to be shooting at it. We're going to be
When are the
throwing
police going to be in Mabel's?
fire out.
You don't have a
So we can actually take the wood now, the plywood now.
No,
What if
Put it over
somebody?
there
because it might come out now.
Yeah.
We don't know what it does or what it will react to.
I mean, I'll make a Molotov cocktail. I'll go in my bag and pull out a bottle of alcohol,
Sure.
and we can just we'll throw that against the tunnel hole. So when it
But
comes
would
out,
that make
we
the
can,
train stop early?
Nah, I didn't get to see that. A
Fire
little
in a
fire, you
tunnel?
don't think so?
It's going to be a pretty bright light. I mean, these tunnels aren't illuminated.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you're throwing it inside of the layer,
Well,
are
then
they going to see
but
that?
that's not going to encourage the thing to come out.
No, but it might encourage it not to go back in.
It might encourage it to come out.
Like if it comes out and we lob that in there.
Why don't we wait and see what the police do up above Maples? They might be making enough noise and creating.
Because the police are going to die.
Okay.
If they're up there and this thing
know.
makes its way, it doesn't matter. I think this needs to be stopped.
Yeah, I think this thing is
I
like
know,
a
but-
catalyst for other.
You're trying to get its attention, yes?
Uh-huh.
We can't get up to Maples because there was a rope, right?
Yeah.
You can try to climb without it. I mean, it's not, it's not a 20-foot tunnel. It's not, and the walls aren't, smooth as glass. You can try to climb up. I mean, this
I
tunnel's
was trying to
probably
think
a
of another
5-foot
way to
diameter.
get
and
its attention.
It's uneven. You can find handholds and footholds.
I want to know how they call it.
That might be the key word.
Well, you haven't inspected its lair, or what you're presuming is its
Well,
lair.
You see,
Assuming that it's even in there.
in Juju House, they kept like a lid on a pit, and they opened the lid, and then the thing came out. So it
we
was,
could move the plywood
so-
and it could just come out.
well,
That's the lid.
that's a possibility. Or there's a pit with a lid on it inside the lair.
There.
We haven't gone down there and looked. So
But this thing must be mobile, otherwise there wouldn't be reports of some weird
maybe
creature
maybe
living
it got
in there.
loose somehow one day. Maybe it didn't, somehow it got out of its normal.
Or they're going down and letting it out. Someone's, Silas?
Somebody's got to be using the rope up and down. You think this thing's going to need a rope? No.
It's true.
I mean, it literally might be called.
Yeah.
That's
The
how it
singing
comes
or
out.
whatever.
Yeah, chanting.
I say once we know that the police are upstairs, we open up the plywood and see what happens.
I say we go inside
'Cause
that
they're going
lair.
to be making enough noise up there.
What's the schedule like for midnight? 11 o'clock, midnight.
Train runs a little less often, around midnight. From midnight till probably 1 a.m. Instead of running every 10 minutes, it goes down to every 15. And then from 1 a.m. till probably 4:30 in the morning, it only runs once every 20 minutes.
I have an idea. Hands up in the air. How about we wait till the ritual happens? And when we see the thing come out, we just try to obliviate it.
Stall it.
So the argument against that is we don't know when the police are coming.
Right.
So they might come before the ritual, and then the ritual will never happen.
That's right.
Because they don't know nothing about the ritual.
No.
That's right. They're on their own schedule. We don't know what that is.
And we're banking on that we
Or they might not show up at all.
us mortals cannot defeat this thing that's down here, and we're banking on like a train that's gonna like nail this thing at a couple thousand pounds per square inch, will obliterate it, versus our little pistols and machine gun bullets. Also, without like setting off explosions and blowing up the subway.
You mean like
Okay,
a
with
nuclear
all
bomb?
this being
Yeah.
said, I think that we need to inspect the lair to see what is it. Maybe there's a lid. There's something in there, like you said.
We don't know.
There could be something on the walls that gives us
His
a hint of what
his speed,
is what.
his speed. We really don't.
I don't know.
I
it
want
could
to see
be
the thing in
something.
action first.
Well, you
So
see,
I guess the lair might.
the speed of the creature doesn't matter. Do you think you can run
Well-
faster than the three of us? That's what you should be asking yourself.
That is exactly correct.
I'm pretty confident in that. I'm not worried about that.
Well, do we want to explore to make sure it's in there first of all?
Let's go.
I think we should explore it.
So we're going to say it's probably about 8 o'clock, because you guys have been having this discussion.
For hours.
Yeah. 8 minutes apparently.
Yeah.
Train passes, we head back in.
I think you should explore it.
Oh, you're volunteering me?
Yeah.
Alright, I put on my night vision goggles.
No.
Oh, damn it.
Good try, but no.
I'm semi-human. I can see in the dark.
No.
Fuck.
Try again.
Well, I had
Appreciate
to
the
go a
effort.
different route.
Sure. I respect that.
Thought we were playing Delta Green.
Not so much.
Soylent Green.
Possibly.
How about, alright, fuck it. I'll slide the plyboard
Okay.
as quietly as possible.
Sure. You very quietly slide the plywood off to the side, fully exposing the hole. The hole
Rifle
is
out.
about 3.5 feet tall and about 5.5 feet wide.
Okay. Interesting.
And you can see inside that it does open up into a much larger room.
Okay.
So you're the one in the front. You've got your rifle down. What are Trinidad and Samus doing?
Well, I'll go in the hole.
You're going to take the lead and go in the hole?
Well, she volunteered my services.
All right. So you climb down, slide through that opening, and come down into the hall. You have a flashlight because
Somebody donated
handed
it
it
to
to you earlier, and you shine it around, and you see that this chamber in here is pretty big. It's about 16 feet wide, about 10 feet long, and about 15 feet high. So 16 feet across, 10 feet deep, 15 feet floor to ceiling. Down at the center of the room, center of the floor is kind of concave. You see that the symbol of the cult of the bloody tongue is kind of dug into the floor there. And the floor here is kind of packed dirt, so it's kind of just scraped into the dirt. And you can see that there's some kind of liquid pooling within that carving.
But there's nothing moving around. I'm looking basically for movement.
The far wall, there is a brown curtain against that wall, and from behind that wall you hear a
I go back up.
Okay.
You go where?
Back out. Up and out.
There's something behind the curtain, and you just ran.
Yeah,
Cool.
I did my job.
You did.
I'm curious to know what's back
Oh, you went down there too?
there. Yeah.
Oh.
We're all down there.
You went
Oh,
down.
I thought that only.
I
I
thought
thought
we
you
were all going down.
No, I thought we were
think
all
he
going.
thinks he only went
He's
in.
going first.
But I'm
I
like
was
Yeah.
quietly
following.
standing behind him like
Okay, so
And I've got my rifle out.
so all four of you went in there, and you heard that.
Yeah. And he goes tearing past
He
us.
goes tearing back.
I'm like,
fast.
what? Okay.
That sounds like somebody.
Might be.
Sounds like
Stress.
somebody tied up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that kind of.
Could be.
Yeah.
Maggie!
Alright. I wanna take a peek behind the curtain.
All right.
Good for
So
you.
you're walking over to the curtain.
Quietly avoiding
You've still
the
got. What are you
puddle.
doing with this massive rifle that you've got?
I'm pointing it at whatever's going to be right
now you
behind
know
that.
you can't stand up to shoot this. So are you sitting down with the bipod, or are you laying prone and aiming it at that curtain?
Can I get up against the wall and go at it from the side?
You're
Not
not going to
really.
be able to brace the gun that way. It's
How big's the layer that we're in?
16 feet wide.
Okay.
The hole was in the middle of that 16 feet.
Okay.
The curtain is in the opposite wall of that 16 feet. And then 10 feet deep, and the floor to the ceiling is about 15.
And he just goes tearing off to see what's behind that. This one
went-
went by me that way.
I don't think he's tearing. I think he's
It just
being a
slowly
little
investigating.
more cautious as he's approaching the curtain.
Slide
Correct me if I'm
over.
wrong.
I can slide
going to
over
the curtain.
Are
next.
you rushing to the curtain,
No,
or are you
no,
cautious?
no.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. But I can slide over from the hole that we just came through. The wall behind me. Can I brace myself against that wall?
Again, you've got to brace the front and the back of the rifle. So you're either,
Braced against the back wall.
but you still have to brace the barrel. That's what I'm saying. You've either got to sit down
All right.
so that you're bracing
So,
it with the bipod,
There's
or
really
you're
nothing
lay
to sit
prone.
on. So
And you
I
can sit on the floor, but it just means you're committing to sitting on the floor.
and I'm also have really no way of aiming it.
It's a machine
Well,
gun.
it's
There
a
is no
machine
aiming.
gun. You just
You just
still-
hope you don't hit me.
Right.
Assuming that
I'm just
it's-
debating whether or not I put it away and just pull out the pistol.
That is your prerogative.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if worse comes to worse, you could just like unsling it, drop
Yeah.
to the ground, and
Right.
just start shooting.
Right, but there's no.
It's
There
irrelevant,
wouldn't be any
like-
reason for me to do that because I'm turning around looking at you, going, "Oh, okay." Rifle goes away, gun comes out.
All right.
I'm behind him.
And Trinidad?
I'm standing. I'm just watching, basically, standing back, like where he came in or whatever, right in the corner of the room somewhere.
So are you like by the doorway to run back out?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm not
All right.
approaching
And
I'm watching him approach.
So you're kind of maybe a third of the way into the room. You're just inside the room. You're back in the subway tunnel, and you're across the room, reaching for the claw.
I'm not reaching with my
Just
hands.
live.
Oh, what are you reaching with the barrel of the gun?
Yeah,
To push the
yeah,
curtain back?
yeah.
All right. So you went to the edge of it, or were you going to lift up from the bottom?
No, the edge, and I'm going to
All
move
right.
it to the side.
All right. So you get to the edge, and you move it to the side, and as you do, you see a swarm of human faces all covering this worm-like shape, and they see you, and all of the mouths open at once and start and about 15 different voices all screaming at you, and the whole mass pivots, and the voices are hollering louder, and you can see the mouths opening and closing, and you
better
hear
get
the
that rifle
clicking
ready.
of the teeth as it starts to surge towards you. Give me a stability roll.
Don't die.
Tell me
might
if
wanna
you're
spend
spending
points.
points.
Huh?
You might want to spend a point.
Yeah,
on
I want to spend 2 points.
All right.
5.
All right. So you do not suffer any additional
Wow.
loss.
Yes. In that
You're like,
case,
oh.
I'm going to unload
You're gonna open up on it.
Mhm.
Okay.
and back away at the same time.
Okay.
So.
So you both heard that screaming, but you can't see what he saw.
But
you
now
did-
I'm noticing him firing at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did probably hear me go, holy
Yeah.
crap!
Yeah. So
Now I'm dropping to the floor.
are you? That's up to you. So that's what I want to know. I want to know what everybody's gonna do. You heard the scream.
I'm moving the plywood panel to the maintenance, like I
So
originally.
you're running over to the. Okay, so you're dragging the panel
That's
over
right.
there.
Preparing for our
I
escape.
am
That's
going
right.
to pull out my handgun and just start shooting. Can I see the curtain where he's shooting? Do I see all this? I can still see all this.
He moved the curtain maybe this much,
Mm-hmm.
and
I don't see.
and I'm gonna venture you probably dropped your flashlight.
I don't know.
You're firing a Tommy gun. That's not a one-handed.
No, it's not a one-handed.
Not really.
I'm not going to play it mob style.
Kinda.
Just spraying and praying.
I don't think that's gonna work out real well for you.
They did put that little thing on the front so you could hold it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right
That's,
on now. Okay, fine. I will drop it in my terror because I'm not going to say, "Hey, I've made my stability check. I'm fine with the face mark." Yeah, I'll drop the flashlight
yeah.
and then just start shooting. into the
So
curtain.
you don't
So you're
have a
wildly
real
shooting.
good look.
Okay, so I just have my gun ready.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
All right.
I'm not running away. I'm just standing there, like
Okay.
waiting to help kill. if I need
So with that, we're gonna have it's gonna make a scuffling roll against your shooting roll.
Oh,
Here you go. You might need some of these.
I'm going to need them. Here we go. Okay, what is my firearms? Okay. I'm spending points. Here we go. Come on, 6.
That's close to a 6.
Ooh.
Shit.
So what's your total?
Actually, if I shoot in full automatic mode with my
Mhm.
Thompson submachine gun, I get +2.
Okay.
So then
And
that
you were
is
spending
a
points,
5.
right? You got a 5? All right. So I won that.
Oh no!
So you sprayed a bit, and as you did, it came surging out and started biting into you.
Oh no!
Oh God!
And there are teeth chomping at you from a variety of different locations. You're going to take 3 points of health damage as they bite into you. But both of you saw this as it came surging out, and so both of you need to make a stability check. Tell me if you're
Here I
spending
am
points.
watching somebody die again.
I'm at point blank.
I'm gonna
That's a damage
spend.
roll, right?
I'll spend
No,
one
no,
one
it's not.
stability point.
Damn it!
You're spending 1. Okay, go ahead and give me that roll.
I'll spend 2.
Okay. So, you lose another 2 stability, and you lose 1 sanity.
3, 4,
Ouch.
5,
I'm spending 2.
All right.
3. So
4.
All right. You lose 1 stability and 1 sanity.
oh, I'm really down on stability.
How low are you?
Well, I have 8. I used 8. I have 4 left.
Okay.
You're good.
You're not in the critical range yet. No.
You can go like way negative with stability.
Yeah, you,
Oh,
you
okay.
can go negative.
Okay. That's so scary.
You can join Alexander.
So I'm at
Yeah.
9 and 5.
And L, you were bracing with your Browning. So you went prone, braced the Browning, and then saw this horror emerging and biting into Dr. Kurtz. What are you doing?
I'm firing that sucker.
Awesome. Give me that firearms roll. Tell me if you're spending points.
My firearms is
General skills.
Got it.
Are you spending points?
And it would come off of this number.
Well, you use them up and get them back at the end of the.
At the end of the
Adventure.
If you survive.
All right, I will use a point.
All right.
Four.
All right. That will hit. Go ahead and give me a damage roll. Did you pull up the chart for the BAR, or do you have the damage in front of you?
I can easily look that up.
I can find it too. I just didn't know if you had it in front of you. Because the BAR is a pretty nasty gun.
It's just a +2 damage, whatever. Its
All right.
base damage is +2.
All right, so give me that a D6 roll and add 2 to it. And you know what? You're going to count as point blank range for this, so add 3. Or, yeah.
So I think point blank is +3.
Yeah.
This is
So
gonna
add
be
plus
epic
5.
either way.
+5.
Either way, this is gonna be.
+5 to that roll. It's going to be a 6. Good enough.
All right, so you dump a lot of rounds into it, and you see some of those faces, which are human faces, in the side of this massive worm creature, and you get 4 bullets into it, and 4 of those faces just explode, and you see the jaw go flying off, and a forehead shatter, and what you assume is brains spewing out
I'm
from it.
assuming I'm gonna have to take another sanity roll here.
No, not
Oh,
right
okay.
now, but
All
it's decidedly unsettling.
I guess.
And it's kind of paused in its surge forward.
What?
Your turn. What do you
I can
do?
see it.
You can see
I'm
you
gonna
saw it.
shoot
That's
at
why
it.
you had to make that sanity check.
All right, I'm gonna start shooting at it. I guess.
All right, so you got your pistol.
I got my pistol.
All right. Go ahead and give me a firearms roll. Tell me if you're spending points.
I don't have any points.
All
to
right,
spend
awesome.
on it. 3.
You
Miss.
fire some rounds. You don't
I'm
think any
scared.
hit. Yeah, you're probably not behaving at your most rational. You heard them open up from
I'm
inside the
moving
tunnel.
the plywood.
You have moved the plywood across the subway tunnel.
Okay. I'll head back toward the entrance to the hole.
Okay. Do you have your knife at the ready?
Mhm.
All right, cool. Round 2.
It's still coming at us.
Well,
I mean,
he's still right on top
It's-
of it.
Oh, he's still getting bit up.
Yeah.
He's right on top
This
of it. And it's
is
still
the
moving.
worm, or this is a human tapestry. I want to get the visual right. Is this?
Yeah,
It's
the
lunging out of the wall, so it is the worm, or
It's
Let
a
me find the
worm
picture.
made out of
No,
a bunch
wait,
of
I'm not in
human
the wrong
faces
book.
and it's stuck in there. Everybody he's eating.
what was that movie that they had him coming out the sides of the body?
Alien?
No, that's
They
too.
came out of the stomach?
No, there was another one where faces were just pressed up against the sides of the rib cage.
Thing maybe? John Carpenter's
Underworld?
No.
Got it.
All right.
Yep.
Thing? Yummy!
Yeah.
It's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to back away and just continue to shoot.
All right. Go ahead and give me another firearms roll. Tell me if you're spending points.
Yeah.
Okay. Mark them off.
Why didn't I bring explosives with me?
6.
All right. So it chomps into you again for another 4 points of damage.
I'm hurting.
I'm pretty much yelling at you to get the hell away from it.
You lining them right up, aren't you?
Are the 3 on top what you have left?
No, I need one more.
One more.
Get out of here.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna fire another round.
another burst.
Yeah, but in between, am I able to tell if there's a head to the heads?
Not that you've seen.
Am I allowed to say I directed at like the top one or something
You
like
can
that?
do as you see fit.
All right, so whatever one's been chomping on him is what I'm aiming at.
So you want to walk the fire really close to him?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Kurtz.
Kurtz, we hardly knew you.
Yeah.
You're already.
Are you spending points on this roll?
I am going to spend 2 points on this
All right.
roll, and that is.
Firearms.
You're already
firearms. Yeah, we're already going, guys. I'm telling
Well,
you.
I'm gonna flee next round. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, what happened to the subway idea? Using the subway car.
We're panicking.
Yeah.
we're in the middle of panic right now.
I thought the suicidal player was to your right.
Yeah, but I thought maybe that was like a person with like
Oh, with many people.
to be the sacrifice tonight.
Me
That's-
too. We were wrong.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't realize this was like a mumbling
I thought this was
creature.
going to be a
You could've taken my
sacrifice
cue.
too.
Yeah.
Look at that curtain. It was so constructed
somebody back
so
there.
that well. Why would somebody go through all that to make that?
Why would they?
I don't know. So somebody can come in with a gun and move.
Okay,
+2.
+2.
All right.
1 + 2 is equal to 8.
7. You
It was like a sniper right past your head.
yeah, you see you feel the wave of gunfire go flying past. Go ahead and give me a damage roll.
And
I feel the warmth of the splatter of this thing as you explode
do.
its faces. Cool.
6.
11.
Plus 5, 11 more. All right.
Damn.
And now can I start backing up?
You can certainly start. Well, you're firing
I know.
basically a machine gun, so
I know.
you can't
There's not
actually back
really
up
moving.
while you fire it. But the good news is, you dump all those rounds into it, and it quivers, and all the mouths go silent. It stops moving, except for a little bit of quaking within the body.
I'm gonna start shooting it.
Start
Some
shooting.
more.
Yeah. Do you spend any more points on firearms? You don't have any to spend. So
I don't
yeah.
have any.
All right.
You're still in panic. Ah!
I got 2.
Roll me that again.
Huh?
Roll me that again.
Roll you
Oh,
again.
God.
Why?
No.
I'm scared.
No.
This is better be good.
5.
All right. So you start. You basically close your
I'm
eyes
not
and
very
start.
good at this.
I
I'm
yell,
trying here, guys.
Stop shooting!
You barely can get that out.
Why? I'm helping you.
Yes.
And finally, Samus.
Hey guys.
Well, I moved the plywood.
Plywood's moved.
So what's going on?
Everybody okay?
I carried the watermelon.
I do my job well. Well, I'll guard the exit.
You from inside the room.
No, I'm at the entrance to the tunnel.
So you're. That's what I mean. Are you
So you're not
coming,
even coming
Are you still
in?
standing out in
Yeah.
the subway area?
Yeah, unless there's a subway train coming.
Eventually, there will be.
So eventually, I will not be standing there.
And where will you go? To the maintenance tunnel or into the?
It depends on how much time I have. I would prefer to not go back into that area.
Okay.
But if I'm forced to, I shall.
All right. Okay.
That
Yeah,
means,
you've always
cultists, if cultists come leaping down.
You've always got the option of just ducking back into the subway, into
Yeah.
the maintenance tunnel. The subway gives you about a minute's notice before it comes.
But how long do cultists give? What kind of...
Depends on how sneaky or quiet they are.
Well, I'll keep an eye on that other the hole across the.
Okay.
Home across the way.
Okay. So yeah, you did just open up with a bar. It's a little loud
Yeah.
firing down here.
Yeah.
Plus a Tommy gun.
Plus some
and
screaming.
A fair bit of screaming, the moaning of the creature, and a revolver firing kind of wildly.
All this took 12 seconds, though, so maybe we're lucky, and it just could have been mistaken for some weird noise in a tunnel right before the train came.
Could be mistaken from the sound of a train, sure.
Yeah, see?
Did
See?
the train just crash? I don't know what that noise was.
But what do you guys do?
I'm going to attend to my own wounds
All right.
and try to just like
Rambo
stop.
style?
Yeah,
Go ahead and give me a first aid roll.
I will spend a point.
All right.
I hand you some whiskey. That's about all I can do.
Cool.
All right.
My flask.
Damn it!
Need more whiskey?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not
You're-
not helping yourself.
No.
You basically
you're
can't
basically
sew.
beat up badly enough that you're not able to even tear off a chunk of cloth to get things. You're just kind of patting at things. It's not going real
Damn
well.
doctor ain't even here.
You're still standing out in the tunnel.
I am. So is it dead? Do we think that it's dead? We think
It's
It's
just
not
stopped
moving.
moving. It
Do you
stopped.
want to go
No.
hold a glass up to one of the
No,
mouths?
I don't want to go
see if
nowhere
it's
but
breathing?
out.
You can try shooting it some more.
I kind of want to try to just help him get him out, and let's go get out of there. Because we know what's there.
Are
We know
you
what happened.
Good with her helping you out of this room?
I'm
Into the
mobile.
maintenance tunnel?
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah,
mobile.
yeah.
He's mobile. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like we should just. We found it. We seen what it was. Let's go. Let's get
He
out of
doesn't
here.
have a giant.
We need
We need
to
to
try.
destroy
Guys,
this
we
thing.
need
Yeah.
to destroy this. We can't leave this the way
No,
this is.
You
That's
got
what
whiskey?
I got whiskey. We'll
We're
burn
gonna
this
burn
bitch.
it up.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna set that tapestry on fire first.
That's our. That's
So you're
right
gonna
there. That's the
Rip
wick.
rip this curtain down, soak it in whiskey. How much whiskey do you
Shove
have?
it down its throat.
Because I was thinking you were carrying a flask. A flask is not
That's
gonna
about what I had.
is not
yeah.
gonna go real far. I
then-
mean, this thing's
Yeah.
12 feet long and probably a solid 4 feet in diameter.
I know
I
where
have-
there's
You
more.
got some?
Yeah, upstairs through the hole
No.
in the basement.
At
There's
Fat Mabel's
we can't
basement,
get-
there is plenty of
there's
booze in
plenty
Fat
there.
Mabel's
There
basement.
is. And what time is it?
20 after 8 or
Probably
earlier.
probably about 8:15, 8:20.
Man, somebody needs to go over there and try to climb up there and get it.
I think you should send the guy that's been eaten half alive.
He's
No.
still mobile.
Yeah.
But you're fine.
No.
Why not?
You can go up through that hole and just be like, I fell. I'm all bloody.
Yeah.
I fell.
You didn't
I
see
fell
me.
up.
Yeah. No.
We say you go, Samus.
Are you
I
volunteering?
think there's got to
Yeah.
be another.
No, I think you can make it up there and sneaky and just grab it and come on down. It's what you do.
Why didn't I
You
have
hobo around
explosives with
places.
me?
I have a bag,
A
and I
bag.
have preparedness. And the doctor seems to carry around a bottle of liquor with him, and maybe he put it in my bag. Huh?
Sure.
Check that bag.
Yeah, that's fair. You can have it.
No, I can.
You can even have it. Yep.
There we go. We got a bottle right
There
here.
we go.
Check my bag, people.
The good doctor. He's fighting with you. Don't take
I'm
my
glad
liquor.
you wasted that one die roll there.
I know. That wasn't a real roll, though.
But
It was
it was
more
still
like
a
a
wasted
slide.
Let's go back and review the tape.
All right, then. We got a bottle.
It's not going to do shit.
Yeah, Will, because you do set the tapestry on fire, burn that, and then just shoot it some more.
It'd be like Donkey Kong. I'd be rolling barrels down that hole, and they'd be bouncing across the track.
There's nothing else in here that we can use to help kill it?
I want to look.
I mean, you haven't really searched this room.
Yeah, so I was going to do
Yeah, let's
maybe.
look around, see if there's anything.
Go
in
get
here
that
we
plywood.
cut
Let's
it
burn the
up
plywood.
with.
Yeah, I mean,
Burn the
there's
plywood.
some plywood
Burn the
back
plywood.
there.
Yeah,
There's,
we have the plywood.
Go get that plywood.
You want me to bring plywood back?
and there was the curtain across on the other side of the hallway too.
Get anything that we can burn.
And some debris and crap in the tunnel.
All right, investigate the room. What do we got?
Yeah.
So,
Roll something for that.
like I said, there was this big dugout hole kind symbol of the. Do you remember the cult of the bloody tongue symbol? It's kind of like a parentheses with the asterisk almost in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that, as you're looking at it, you see it's kind of full of a fluid. Is anybody checking the fluid more closely?
Sure.
It is totally blood.
Cool.
Can we identify whose blood? What kind of blood? Male blood? No.
It's here. It's AB.
AB negative.
It's tastes like bloodborne pathogens.
Animal, plant, mineral.
Well, you don't have
doesn't
to be a
matter.
smartass about it, okay?
So that's when they're sacrificing in the pit, and then this thing comes out. So
Slaps it up.
you're all bloody. You get in the middle.
I'm gonna pass on this. Option. I think she's lost her mind.
Might have,
It's possible.
might be just coming up with wild ideas right now, just because.
So that's it. There's just that's
So
in
the
the
room,
center full
so
of
the
blood.
little alcove that
Let's-
this thing was in.
Mm-hmm.
What's in there?
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
Again, you can see that as you're looking around at the room more closely, you guys realize that the teeth of this creature had chewed out this whole passage. You were already aware of this. The other three of you, as you're inspecting things, give me a stability check for that too, because that's pretty unsettling.
Yeah, that's something that I
Tell me if you're spending points
don't
on that.
really
Yeah.
talk about.
What if you destroy that little symbol area, that ritual spot right there? Kick the blood around, destroy all that
6.
little area.
6. All right, you're fine.
Oh, we all have
Samus
to?
yeah, you guys were all searching the room.
I'm carrying the plywood back down.
What am I doing? The stability?
I'm harvesting curtains.
Okay, so you're not inspecting the room with everybody else.
Not really. I'm not
Okay.
a, I'm
I got
not a
it too.
loot monger.
All right.
I got a 2.
All right, you're gonna lose another 2 points of stability.
Uh-oh.
I got 2 points off.
All right.
Trinidad's about to go ape shit crazy.
I'm about to go. Ain't I already?
Yeah. Just I think we should just make a fire however we can
Okay.
I think we should.
with whatever debris we can find, the wood, the curtains.
Let's kick this thing around and destroy this. Can we destroy that?
I mean, it's
It's dirt.
packed dirt, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
That
that
dirt
tough
with
to
blood on
disrupt
it. The
Yeah.
blood's just a pool of blood. It's not
just
in the
creeps me out, so I
design
wanna
or
kick it
anything.
around
Or
and
is
get
the
rid of it.
blood
It's-
in the design
It's
of that?
pooling in the design where the design was
Okay,
dug
got
out is
it.
where it's
Cover it
pooling.
all
Yep.
up and just
Yeah.
make a mess of it and
Yeah.
destroy the
Where's the
symbol.
blood coming from? Is it traveling into the design, or is it just because you say it's pooling?
It's pooled.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's pooled.
Yeah.
This might actually be.
It's
the
not like
ritual
running
room.
from somewhere.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Not flowing.
They're going
Got
down.
They're going
Into
down
here.
into here. They're slicing. They're doing their sacrifices here, creating the pool.
Let me tell you though, as you're walking around, looking at that, thinking about disrupting it, the ground here is mushy.
I don't want to think about that.
Okay.
I just want to think about burning this thing and getting the fuck out of here.
So I say, well, are we walking on that mushy ground?
Yeah.
If you're
You're in the room
inspecting the
investigating.
symbol, it's that.
Mushy.
I mean, this symbol is probably about 4 or 5 feet across. So if you're
It's
looking
the
at it
parentheses
closely,
with the lotus thing in the middle.
It's kind of like that right
Yeah.
on the front
It's
there.
in the, yeah, it's that guy.
yeah,
Okay.
it's the one
Yeah.
that was carved into Jackson's forehead.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bat symbol.
No.
What's that thing called? The something of the blood.
The cult of the bloody tongue.
Let's just start burning stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Let's try
started
to
burning
destroy as
stuff
much
and-
of this as possible. Maybe it'll light on fire.
I doubt it. Either that or they're just going to give it more power or something.
Nah, I think it needs blood. I think fire might actually hurt it. This seemed to hurt it from before.
Well, we don't know. We kind of like threw fire in there and closed the lid. We didn't really like stick around.
We haven't even investigated right now to see what's behind that curtain after we lit it up.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh,
Yeah, because they ripped the curtain down.
I ripped the curtain
okay.
down.
Yeah, I'm just busy gathering materials while you guys like loot
Are you
around.
gathering like burnable materials?
Yeah, from the
Okay.
from the
Yeah.
maintenance tunnel.
Sure. Find some old rags and leaves and other debris. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, you
Guys
guys
saw it, burn it up.
build a nice fire and burn it up using a bottle of whiskey and another fifth, and get the fire going. And as it starts to burn,
Time to leave.
you ever see an oil fire?
Yep.
And when you burn grease and oil, it lets off this really nasty black smoke.
Yep.
It's kind of what's coming off of this. As it starts to catch, it's this foul, wretched black smoke, and
I'm not
Even-
inhaling that. Something's over my
even
mouth.
the little bit of it that you're exposed to, you can feel the bile coming up in your throat, and it makes you feel a little bit nauseous. What are you guys doing?
Getting out of the
Leaving.
room.
You-
Yeah, covering my
Fleeing?
face and
Yeah.
fleeing.
Go ahead and give me flee rolls.
Whoa.
I'll spend a point. 4.
All right.
Do I have a flea roll to
Well,
spell?
Fleeing is
You
a
should
general
have
ability.
like 10 points of fleeing. If not, you're going to die.
Over in the right column, fleeing.
Oh, I have 6.
All right. Tell me if you're spending a point.
I'll spend a point.
You can spend more than one if you want.
4.
All right.
Spend 1, 2. 5.
All right. Finally, L.
6.
All right. Yeah, you guys take off, and you're running back down that maintenance shaft, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Somebody's got a torch, right? We can still see.
Yeah,
I
that's
pick
a
up my
flashlight,
flashlight
yeah.
Okay.
that I dropped in
All right.
terror.
So, about 8:45, you guys are back at the doorway to get back up on the subway platform, and you can smell this sickly, kind of rancid, fatty, burning smell coming from back down the tunnel. And you can see, as you look out on the platform, that this black, oily smoke is starting to seep its way out of the subway tunnel towards the
What have we
platform.
What have we released now?
Who burnt the bacon?
Run from it. Don't get in the back smoke.
You guys, now you're kind of beat up and bloodied, and you probably all have some of that muddy blood on your shoes.
I do not. I'm very careful where I step.
I don't think you were. I think you went to go check out that.
Yeah.
Mine are all bloody. I was kicking that thing. We were trying to kick that
That's
thing.
what I thought.
Mushy
yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
So you have like, instead of mud, you get this mushy, bloody stuff on the sides of your shoes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
it. So I walk over to the grass, start doing that thing where you slide your foot across.
Well, you're not. That's the thing.
No.
You're at the doorway to the maintenance tunnel leading up onto the subway platform. So there isn't any grass here.
Alright.
Kick my shoes off and leave them in there.
Okay.
Somebody piss on my shoes.
I'm just gonna kick them off and leave them in there.
Where's the fire alarm when you need it?
I watch her doing that, I do the same thing.
All right.
I say we go up. Then let's just. It's nighttime.
Yeah, I'll never wear those shoes again, so they can stay.
But I think. Well.
How are you guys? Where are you heading to?
I
You
kinda
catch a
wanna
subway
go-
car, or are you
Is
gonna-
London a good destination? We've
I
got
want to
2 more
see
weeks.
what's going on at Mabel's. I want to see if they
I want to
raided.
see if the cops came. I want to see if the.
So can we go somehow to a distance and watch and see if anything's happening over there?
Try again, but they're looking for me or us.
Well,
Well, he said he didn't want to
But
see
now
us
we've
around.
created a
He's
bunch
not
of noise
looking
and
for
everything.
us.
mhm.
Yeah, there's all chaos going on.
I don't think anybody's getting past the cops. I think we should stick around on the platform
And
in
wait.
case other cultists are fleeing the cops, and then we can take out those cultists.
That's a good idea. I like it. Because they're going to come down there.
Because they're going to come down.
Yeah, they're going to come down there. I was going to say, let's go down there by that room. As soon as they come to that room,
Just start
just
taking them
start
out.
taking them out. But
That's
the
where all
black
the
is
smoke's-
down there.
That's where all the
Yeah,
smoke
it's
is.
all the smoke. We just ran from that. So we're gonna have to stay on the platform until it clears out.
Or they can
Those
get
3 hours, it
adult-
might clear out by then.
Or maybe not.
Again,
Maybe they'll
where's
run
the
into the smoke.
Cabela's? I need a gas
Maybe they'll run
mask.
into the smoke.
Yeah. You got 2 hours. Or, well, 2.5 hours.
Assuming
So is the
midnight's
smoke
the magic
stopping,
time.
or is it
Is
staying,
there-
or is it like, are we safe where we're at right now, or is it still coming?
It's still coming.
You know they have
So-
gas masks at like Army Silver.
I was gonna say, is there a
from World War One.
In Harlem at
Yeah,
9 o'clock.
9
on
o'clock
a
at night?
Tuesday night? No.
well, I could
not
break,
an open one.
I could break in.
Yeah.
We need more supplies. I need grenades.
We do have some friends in Harlem. Maybe if they all haven't fled.
Why
Now
would
that
they
I've
flee?
seen what I've seen,
Because you
I need
guys
some
told them.
explosives. I need some explosives.
Could we
I
warn
need
them?
some.
No.
I need
The
some
good
more whiskey.
citizens.
Yeah, I'm sure they had.
Let's
gas
go get
masks
'em.
and grenades.
Well, I don't know about grenades, but maybe some spear gas.
Let's go call on our friends.
They're gonna be like, you again? Get out of here.
They're in California, remember?
No,
That's what I heard.
no. Some of them, the chickens.
We're not really going to get to the store without police seeing us.
I want
You're
to.
also now. 2 of you are now barefoot in April in Harlem.
We're not going up. We didn't go up yet. Oh yeah,
You're
we're
still in the
on the
maintenance
platform.
tunnel. You haven't walked out onto the platform.
Well, I'm
yet.
sure down in the subway we could find you some rags. To
I mean,
wrap
that's
around
not
your feet.
unusual,
No,
right?
I'm.
It's not normal.
It's not unusual either. It is New York.
Okay, so
We
we're
are
in
with
the
the hobo.
we're in the subway. There's rats. There's water. There's some type of mildewy water.
Well, we can dirty you
Puddles.
up. And
Yes.
I'm sure you can find some nasty, dank puddles. Yeah.
I have disguise. I can hobo you.
I think we look like hobos maybe though. Like we're filthy, covered in
Oh,
bloody.
we're covered,
Coming
and
out
my
the
shoes are my
subway,
last worry. I
I'm
guess.
like all bruised up and like half-assed bandages and stuff.
If we go to our help now, they're gonna slam the door in our
Yeah, they're like,
face.
you bums, get out of here.
So just to be clear, you guys are standing behind the maintenance door to the platform, and you see the smoke starting to seep out onto the platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're having a discussion about what to do next while you're standing behind this maintenance door, right? I
Yeah.
mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, that's what's going on. I put my shoes back on.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I'm
I
like,
look for the
oh,
fire
there might
alarm.
be more fleeing involved. I know my shoes.
You can see one out on the platform.
That doesn't help.
What do you see?
A fire alarm. Should I pull the switch?
I don't think we want
So
anybody else
where
down
this
here.
black smoke is going,
Surely not a fire
traveling
department.
through the subway, the tunnel, and not is it going past us because we have that board up?
Maybe round
Um,
3, we have a face snake full of firemen.
Is it?
So the platform's illuminated, right?
Yeah.
Unless you guys are shining a light back that way, you don't. That direction is dark.
Right.
I was assuming you turned off your lights when you got closer to the
Yeah, when we can start
platform, so
seeing.
that you're not shining light.
Yeah, I don't want.
So you're not giving away your location.
Uh huh.
So it's kind of dark behind you, so you don't know, but you can
Okay.
you can certainly
Smell
smell
it.
the smoke.
Okay.
So how many people are on the platform?
It's not really a peak time, but there's probably still 7 or 8 people out there. Let's say there are 8 people out there, and they're kind of looking around and
Smelling.
coughing and smelling. And
I can run out there just screaming fire.
Nah, I think we should do something more.
That will get them to leave, but that will
Well,
cause other problems.
actually, you know what? One of them is looking at the smoke and goes over and pulls the fire alarm and shouts fire, and people start clearing
My
out.
job is done.
Well, that does. At least we can come out of the tunnels now, too.
Well, that's why I was going to do what I was
I'm
gonna
gonna stand there and soak up some of that water. Get some of this gook off of me.
I am not. I want to get out of the tunnels as fast as I can. I
Yeah.
want to get out and I want to get up to the top, and I don't care if I don't have my shoes on or anything.
Well, if that means that more people are going to come down here, and that sort of
Yeah.
ruins our chance from like getting into the mails now.
I would like one person, you guys decide who, to make a sense trouble.
I always sense trouble. I'll roll it. Right?
Do you want to spend any points?
Yeah, I'll sense trouble with an additional 2.
All right.
5.
You hear the sounds of coughing coming from back behind you. And it's a deep, retching cough. And you're pretty sure it's actually, as you listen more closely, there's a few people coughing from back that way.
Flash the light.
Oh, well, she's the one that noticed.
Oh, okay.
Where am I in relation to you guys? We're all
You're all
kinda
fairly
huddled.
close
Huddled
together.
together.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else hear that? No?
For what?
Hearing coughing back down the tunnel.
After she describes it, yeah, you realize, oh, that probably was what that noise was. You know, it's New York subways. It's never real quiet.
These your friends back there?
I don't know.
I'm gonna flash back there then.
You shine the flashlight back.
Mm-hmm.
As you do that, you see 4 African American guys kind of stumbling toward you, and they're carrying big hook knives, and they're wearing white headbands with a red strand hanging down.
Oh God, that's what I saw in the box, guys. That's what I saw in the box.
We know that.
They pissed off. We messed
But they're
up their
coughing.
ritual.
We got them.
They're rushing towards you.
Shit. Shoot.
Yeah,
So you,
you know what? I'm pretty scared of anything coming out of that tunnel, so I'm shooting it.
you're gonna start
Yeah,
with
I'm
your
laying
pistol,
down.
or you're laying
No,
down.
I'm laying down.
What are you
I have
doing?
my knife.
Yeah.
Once they get into close enough range,
So you're gonna wait. You're not gonna,
I'm not gonna like leap forward.
and you're not gonna make a run for it.
Nope.
Okay.
Man, that run for it sounded really good.
You could take first.
I'll
lead.
take a shot. I'll stay and take a shot too.
Okay.
We know you're good at that.
Yeah, so
We'll
good
start
at
over
it.
here, laying down with the assault, right? The
Heavy weapon.
heavy weapon, opening up on these people with it. Go ahead and give me that firearms roll. Tell me if you're spending points.
Cultists.
I mean, there's a point where I would say these are people, but then I'd be like, I'm scared to death and shoot. So I would.
And they're carrying big hook knives.
Hook knife. Yeah, I'm not.
You could finish it. You could do a
This is my
full
last.
auto.
This is my last one. What's that involve? 2?
Actually, for every target over the first one, you get a -2 penalty, but that's for the entire roll. So I think you just make one roll,
Yeah.
and then you can hit all of them.
Okay.
But I don't know. I haven't read
Taking
that.
1 point.
I haven't.
That sounds like more like a Savage Worlds roll.
Yes,
Just
it does.
Give me
Doesn't
the
it?
roll. Oh!
7.
Give me a damage roll.
65.
Hercules.
5
5.
plus whatever.
Yeah, you open up with the BAR and take out 3 of them right away. Some people might be concerned about the fact that you just
People
gunned
on
down
the
3 people.
landing. These are not the droids you're looking for.
Well, the people on the landing took off running
Oh, okay.
because of the fire alarm going off, but you just went boom, 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 firing this, you know,
Right. 4.
machine gun down in the tunnel here.
I know.
Really close to the landing, and
They heard that,
probably.
and that's okay.
And then we have
Okay.
the Tommy gun, I assume?
Yeah.
Where's the silencer when you?
So here's the full auto rule. For each target after the first target, all opponents, their hit threshold is increased by 1. So if you are targeting 3 opponents, their hit thresholds are all increased by 2. And then you roll individually for every target that you hit.
We're just gonna. She took out 3.
Alright, so I got 1 left. Yeah, I'm going to shoot. This time I'm only going to spend 1 point of
Okay.
firearms because I'm very low on my what I've left.
All right.
Baby. Son of a bitch. I don't like this dice.
But it lets you.
I rolled a 1. So a
Alright.
total of 2, but my weapon jams it.
Your
actually.
weapon jams. Yep.
So luckily for me, I have a mechanical repair that I can roll on.
Here I go.
Give me that shot.
Here we go. Ready?
Spend all the points you can.
What?
Yeah,
what
shoot
is
yourself
with
in
you
the foot.
guys?
You must have forgotten to reload it after.
I hate this gun.
You can throw the gun at them.
Yeah, throw it.
I will. I'll throw it.
I'm
Samus,
standing here waiting.
one of them does rush into range. He's going to swing at you just as you. Actually, he's going to swing at L. Are you going to try to step
Yeah.
up and intercept? Okay.
Whoever the first one comes.
Well, give me the roll. That'll determine who gets the swing off first.
I'll add +1.
All right.
I got a 2.
I got a 7.
I just got
It's
hit.
better than a 2.
I just got
Ouch.
stabbed.
You did.
You can't say I did not try.
Thank
you
you.
got stabbed for 4 health.
All right. Where's my health?
I'm just trying to help.
It's very helpful.
That's what that was.
All right. And then you hear a mumbling sound coming from further down the hall.
Where's the subway car when you need one?
It's coming.
Mumbling from down
It's
the hall.
coming.
Here it comes.
And as this guy is trying to chop into you, you hear kind of a "Roo," and realize that there's something else coming down the hallway towards you.
Reload.
And it's not a train.
It's that same mumbling sound.
It's a different mumbling sound than the one you heard
It's a
before.
different one.
It is a different one.
Yeah, you forgot. You didn't see the zombies from last time.
Zombies?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you missed the zombies.
Oh, I did.
You weren't here yet. You weren't born yet.
We were hoping that like the artifacts that we stole and or destroyed like would stop them from being able to make more. Apparently
You
not.
So, we'll start with the newly stabbed L. What are you doing this round? You can't get a
Taking the knife out of her.
Yeah, this guy's too close for you to get the rifle around.
No, I
on
know,
him,
right.
But you could blind fire down the hallway on toward whatever's making that mumbling sound,
Kill the zombies.
or you could,
Something just stabbed
grab
me.
your
Where did it
pistol and
stab
shoot
me
the guy
from?
that stabbed you. So one of the cultists came running
Right,
up.
right here.
Yeah, he's right there. He slashed at you with his big hook knife.
And I'm on the ground doing.
Yeah,
All right, so
you've got your pistol.
and
You
my
could-
pistol's gonna go right to his face.
Awesome. Give me that firearms roll.
You're out of points.
I am out of points.
I thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, I counted. I actually marked them and counted.
He's going to try and swing back at you. Ooh. Yeah, so he got a 7.
Well, I'm there
to
too.
hit.
I can roll. No,
Not
anymore.
right. Not on this swing,
I'm
no.
getting killed here.
And you are going to take another 3 points of health damage.
I'm just contributing.
I love how you just giggle.
Hey, I got like 4 hit points. Or yeah.
I got 5, so here we go.
So can I attack the guy that attacked her?
Yeah, go ahead and do that next.
Stab him in the head!
I'll spend 1 point.
Okay.
Awesome.
A 6.
6.
You
Nice.
hit. Give me your damage roll.
4.
4.
Plus, if there's any plus, I don't know.
Knife's going to give you +1. So yeah, you stab him, and he's kind of distracted as he was chopping into L, and you're able to get him across the throat, and he collapses to the ground, making gurgling sounds. And as he does, what had been a gurgle turns into a maniacal, and he collapses, giggling hysterically and smiling broadly, knowing that he has given his life to the cult.
Very dramatic.
Yes.
I like it.
So his giggling was better than your giggling.
Roland,
I'm
Thanks, man.
going to. Oh, I got to unjam
I
it.
try.
go ahead and give me the mechanical repair roll.
I might as well spend 2.
All right.
5.
You hurriedly manage to get your gun unjammed.
And then I prepare to shoot at whatever's coming down the hall.
You get the gun unjammed and get it reloaded.
Yep.
Finally, Trinidad.
I want to say, you said they're African American that came after us?
Yeah.
Do I recognize them from the other bar, or?
You do not.
Okay. So, I can't see anything more coming down the hallway right now.
You can hear
but
it,
you
though.
can hear it.
All right, I'll shoot into nothingness. Maybe I'll hit
Maybe you will.
if I have nothing to see.
But your gun was out of ammo, so you're going to need to reload first.
Oh, okay.
And then take the shot. So go
Can
ahead.
you reload?
Maybe you
for
have
me?
a
I'm not very good with this.
Maybe
probably
you have a
aren't.
flashlight.
I could throw money
Do
at
I
it.
have to do something to reload, or
So normally...
I have weapons 3, but that's 3 weapons, right?
But,
That's
so
weapons,
that's
that's-
like a knife or a
Knife,
sword or
sword.
something. That's
That's
not
kind of
going
what
to
I use to
represent
attack the cultist.
firearms.
There is a hooked blade on the ground now.
A hooked blade.
There's
use
several of them,
Okay,
in fact.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'll just pick that up
Okay.
and hold on to it.
And be ready. You don't,
Yeah.
Or you could go charging down the hall.
No, I'm not going to do that.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure I give you
Why
the
are you
option.
always trying to trick me into doing this? You know I'm new at this, John. I'm like, yeah, I'll run down the hall.
It's not a trick. It's
Let's
good
go hide
advice.
behind the chainsaws.
Exactly.
All right. So you do. Is anybody shining a light down the hallway?
I suggested it to her when her gun was jammed, but she didn't hear me, I don't think.
I mean, I had the light flash down there.
So do you kind of prop it up on the floor then, so
Yeah.
it's shining down that way?
Sure.
Okay.
Do we really want to see this?
I'm concerned that we didn't kill the worm. So I don't know what, because we don't know what it is.
I am too.
Want to make sure that if this worm is back, we
You
need to
see
take
two
it.
people stumbling down the hallway towards you, and they are one is a man, the other is a woman, both dressed fairly nicely, but their clothes are all horribly rumpled. And as you get a better look at them and the illumination of the light, which is kind of in shadows, you realize that their faces are completely missing. Presumably their faces had been taken into the worm creature, and these are just their corpses of the remaining body parts that are stumbling toward you.
Are these the zombies you spoke of?
I don't remember specifically what the original zombies look like. You see one
Since
zombie.
Al stepped away, you want to take the first shot at them,
Yeah.
Roland? Or if there's some other action, I mean, if you want to run up and hug them or something, that's an option too.
Buddies, where have you been? I missed you. No. Actually, I do have a question.
Yeah.
So we're on the platform area.
You're on the edge of you're still in the maintenance
We're at the
area.
door.
You haven't opened, no one has opened that door yet.
Yeah, we haven't gone out.
Oh, so this is shit that's coming through the maintenance tunnel?
They're following
Uh-huh.
us.
Oh.
Yes.
Behind
Following
us.
us.
That's why there's no light and we can't see.
Oh, so.
So even if a train came down the tracks, it's not going to hit
Nice,
this
yeah,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
So I thought we were on the platform.
No.
This stuff's
No.
coming through the tunnel.
No, this is coming through the maintenance tunnel.
All right. Well, I want to yell, everyone get out of the tunnel, or the maintenance area.
I'm all
Well,
for
there's nobody on the platform. Those people all left.
That's right.
Yeah, so let's go out on the platform. Bring them out
So-
there.
Why don't we just hold here?
Because they're coming behind us.
Yeah, but it's like a
Like a
like
bottleneck.
we could fight at the door.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The door is like a small area which we can defend.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
I'm just tactical. I don't do
Yeah.
anything else.
I'm thinking like closing behind the door. How okay?
One
how
of
about
our
how,
we have two goals. One goal is to cleanse the area of evil. The second goal is to do the ritual of sealing. So these unnatural things have to be cleansed before we can do part 2.
Yeah, but like if
We can't just run away.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like clearly.
We don't know
if
how many there are.
But if we get them trapped behind the door, it's a lot easier to point the gun at the door and just blast through the door at point blank range, through their bodies hopefully, and still keep them on the other side of us.
I say just leave the door open and blast right through so you can see what you're shooting at.
Yeah.
Still gotta defend the door. They're not moving very fast.
How many?
Shoot them as they come, right?
How long will it take
Yeah.
before they are
Until the
upon
police
us?
come. And then we have to
Like,
stop.
are they? They're in.
Maybe.
They're in light range. I can see them, and they're
Yeah.
coming forward, and they're just stumbling forward.
They're stumbling forward, but you think they're going to get there they're going to get to you this turn.
Okay.
I say we open up the door and
We need to
step
be
out
able,
onto
we
the
need to be able
platform
to
and
get
just
out.
shoot them.
We need to get out in case we need to like spread out, so we're not all bunched together. Because if they start attacking someone, it's going to be whoever's in the back of the tunnel, and then we all run, and then that person's going to get eaten up. We need to be able to get out if we have to. So open the door. So I yell, open the maintenance door.
We already picked the lock last time. So.
Yeah, so it's
just
not locked. It's just a matter of opening it.
Yeah.
But who was closest to the door? I'm gonna guess it was either. It's
Probably.
probably actually
me.
Oh yeah.
because
I was up.
because you dove forward
Yeah.
to protect
Yeah.
L. So yeah, it's gonna be you. So do you want to? As soon as he says that, are you gonna open the door and step out onto the platform?
I will open the door. I don't think I'm going to step out.
So, I mean,
onto-
this it's a normal sized doorway, right? So the tunnel
10
was
feet.
wider, but I mean, this is
The door's like 3 feet. Right?
yeah. So if you open the door, you're pretty much blocking it unless you move through.
Okay. Shit. Well, I guess I'm going to open the door and
Don't
push
worry.
you through it.
All
I'll
right.
stand up
We
against the
can
wall.
push
go.
you through it.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot though,
Okay.
and try to back up, hoping everyone
I
else
will.
is
I'll
backing
open up the door
Okay.
and
through the door.
step out, I guess.
I
Two
got one.
zombies coming towards you. They have no faces.
I'm not spending a point. I only have one left. It's
All
gonna
right.
be.
You're saving that point for
big.
Silas.
This dice is just not working for me tonight.
Yeah, mine
Yeah,
was starting off
you
really
weren't able to
good.
connect. You're still laying down. You've got the bar in front of you that you can fire it, and you've got your pistol in your hand. Roland just set everybody out onto the platform, and he fired off a burst as he stepped through onto the platform. You know that if you commit to firing the rifle, you're
I
not
can't
going to be able to
get
get out. Yeah.
But if you kill the things, it don't matter.
Right.
You have no
But what we were
points.
deciding to do is open up the door, basically, and we're all going to eventually get out onto the platform and bottleneck them into coming and just shoot them before they come out to the platform. That's what I think our
I think
plan
that's a good idea.
That's the plan, but you're trying to figure out this plan in the heat
In the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
How far are these zombies from me?
Attack distance.
12
But you've
feet,
already
maybe.
been stabbed,
And I'm already like on my last leg. So
I opened the door
Hey, you
already.
can go
I'm on the
negative.
platform.
You can go negative. You're fine.
Until you get to -10.
Yeah.
Don't bitch up now, in other words.
I'm not. I'm firing at these things. Is what my
All right.
point was.
You haven't
So
spent any firearms?
I have none left.
All right, give me the roll.
But you
2. All right, you throw some lead down that tunnel, but you're not able to connect with them. It's the way they're
Don't
lurching
I have a
around.
luck roll or something?
don't have any force points. This is Silas.
The way they're lurching around, you're just not able to get a bead on them.
I'll defend again.
All right, so you're gonna hold your ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of them's gonna step up to take a swing at her, and you can take a swing at the same time to try and intercept.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me that roll.
I got 1 point left. I might as well spend it.
All right.
A 2. Hey, a 2's better than a 1.
A 2 is better than a 1, which is what I rolled. So
Wow.
Oh,
go ahead and give me that damage.
A 1.
Wow.
You get a.
The dice are with us.
You
No,
managed.
they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Ah.
The good guys
You
are winning.
blocked its swing on her, but you weren't able to.
I cut his pinky off.
to do significant.
it
damage.
probably broke your arm when you blocked it or
Are
something.
you? So you opened up with the BAR, so you weren't taken off. Are you gonna leave her to her fate, or are you gonna stand your try
I'll
and stand
stand
your
for
ground?
1 turn.
All right.
About the time that I stand up.
I guess I'll go. Well, now if I shoot, or no, I only have nothing. I have
You got
my
your hook blade.
hook blade.
You gonna move in and take a swing on one of them?
Sure.
Are you swinging on the
If
swinging on the one that was swinging at L, or are you gonna step past it try and get
no,
the other one?
I'm not stepping past. I'm going to try
Okay.
to get the one that's getting
All right,
her.
go ahead and take that swing. You spending?
You have weapons, so you can spend points.
Yeah, the die
Right.
has been rolled.
Yeah.
Wait,
You have a weapon score. That means you are skilled at handheld melee weapons and
I didn't call it. I
Yeah,
didn't know. So,
all right, so you-
roll a 2.
You are not able to connect. Wait, no, you are not able to connect with the zombie.
You sure you didn't roll 1?
This one was already taking its swing, so. The other one does step up, though, and it's going to take a swing on you since you just stepped forward. My God. My dice have fallen apart.
No, that's
and
good
it
for
misses
you.
Yeah.
Bad for us.
Yay! I ducked so good.
So, We're gonna start top of the order again. We're gonna go with L first.
That's tricky.
You got one right on top of you and one a little bit further back. You're not going to be able to get the bar on this one that's swinging at you, guys. But you could probably get a shot off on the one that's a little
So if
further
I
back.
leave the weapon on the ground, and as I get up, I take my pistol to the underside of this guy's chin.
Sure, that's fair. His faceless chin.
3.
It really
That
scares
actually
me.
is good enough to get a hit off. Give me
What?
damage.
Yeah, 3.
Zombies are slow.
3 and 4. Is it usually the two numbers?
Right to the chin.
And
Four,
point blank
4.
plus
With
3.
point blank, he goes down.
Thank God, guys, let's get out of here. Oh,
There's one
no,
more.
there's one more,
There's
but
one more left.
still, I'm probably
You're
backing.
back into the platform.
Well, I am gonna.
You already backed out onto the platforms, but the two of you are in melee with it. So we're going to go with...
Yeah, I do not want to shoot.
Well, I was fighting the one.
Right, so are you going
I
to step
will-
up to the other one? Or
I
are you
will
gonna,
leave. I'll go out onto the platform.
You're going to back up onto the
gonna-
platform.
Leaving you.
I'm gonna back out on the platform too.
Are you going to take a shot at this one that's suddenly exposed?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and give me that roll.
Come on, new
Let's
dice.
go!
Spend any points?
Nope.
Yeah,
you wanna use
do
one of
it,
mine?
do it,
No.
do it!
A one!
Wow! This is amazing!
This is awful.
You must have bought the cheapest ammo ever because you pull the
It's like-
trigger and you can feel the gun jam.
Just go.
Yeah.
Jeez.
With the gun at the zombie.
End over end.
The
And when
zombie
it hits, it
comes
fires and hits
stumbling
you.
up the platform and takes a swing at you since you were the closest
The
one.
last one through.
And it gets a hit. And it tries to bite down on your forearm. And it does for 2 points of damage. And you can feel as it makes that bite that
They aren't like
you can make a
Lincoln. We're
health
not gonna end up
test.
as werewolves.
Whoa! Never had to do this. So,
Well, we can, but not because.
I take it that I
Okay,
use my
big.
current health roll, like as
You weren't
You
here
can
for the
spend
werewolf.
points,
There was
yes.
a werewolf.
Was there?
In London.
I'm going to spend a point.
Of course.
What else would it be? Can I give him a point?
No.
Wow. This is like done.
This is like 4 or 5 ones in a row here.
Exactly.
people. This is awful.
Bites
Do you want me
into
to tell
your
you what the
arm.
odds of that
Your
are?
arm's gone.
Should I play the lottery?
You see this
Probably not.
blackness starting to ooze out
I told
through
you.
the veins
Knew there was gonna be something
where
in
it
these
had
bites.
bitten.
Oh, great.
You're infected.
Can I use that knife I have?
We're going to start in turn.
Cut his arm off.
Actually, we'll start since you had some ideas here.
You know he's gonna get infected.
I don't know what to do.
Do you have medicine?
I don't.
The doctor does.
She's got a big hatchet. She can cleave his arm right
You
off.
absolutely could chop his arm off.
Nobody sees though that like
Wait a minute.
they just see that I get bitten and I'm struggling with it.
No, they see the bite and the camera
We see
zooms in
black.
and focuses on the
I got you.
black
The camera
pulling of the
zooms in. I like
The
it.
veins.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
Is it a drone mounted camera?
And then it pans to my eyes like
Is it
Yeah.
big enough to lift a person?
All right, so you had an idea, but now you're
I don't know.
you're
if
reconsidering. So we're going to move over to.
I attack
All right,
the zombie, not the.
not the arm.
Yeah.
Okay, give me the
I
attack.
just wanted to clarify
Sure.
when I roll that one, it'll accidentally chop his arm off.
All right.
That's a 5.
Well, that's what happens when you roll
All
far
right,
away from
you
yourself.
hit. Give me a damage roll.
See, I had to get it out of the zone, out of the zone of
Nobody's got
one.
medicine. We gotta get this guy too.
4.
You chop its head clean off.
Sweet.
Does anyone have a medicine skill?
I have first aid.
First aid works.
I also have first
For
aid.
black pus?
Well, you give me.
You
yeah,
want-
go ahead and give me a first aid roll.
Do you want me to do first aid?
Well, you have. If you've got it, you're the person most concerned about it. So give me the first aid roll.
I'm going to spend a point.
All right.
Amputate now?
Nope.
Ask questions later?
I gotta
just
break.
saying.
I gotta break the curse.
Are you spending points?
Yeah.
How many?
Are you going to throw
One.
it?
That's
Okay.
all I got
You got to
left.
throw it far enough away from you.
All right.
5.
6.
You think the best solution is to burn it out.
I was actually
Okay.
going to suggest
I
that.
was gonna say cut it out with a knife instead of chopping his whole arm off.
I'm gonna burn it out.
All right.
It's
I'm
like
gonna rummage
cauterizing
through-
them.
Unfortunately, the problem is you guys dumped all of your flame, but I'm sure somebody's got a lighter because smoking
Lighter.
I
habits
smoke.
are
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
big in the 20s.
and roll. You can find something. So give me with that first aid roll. You
All right.
We're cauterizing.
cauterize it, and you see that's you burn the hell out of your arm.
Okay.
Go ahead, take. What was your health at?
2.
I have 1 point of health left.
Go ahead and take yourself down to -1.
All right.
Because now you
So
just
that's
passed
a
out
3.
from shock.
No, and you need to make a consciousness roll.
I was
Cool.
going to say, he's
So
going to be out
consciousness
here in a minute.
roll is a health roll,
Okay.
and
I take it it's the minus. The difficulty
the
is
difficulty is based on your health pool before you took the damage. So it's actually not that difficult since you were at 1.
You're not going to get a -1 to this roll, but every roll after this.
Okay.
Hey, a 0.
All right, so yeah, you're able to remain conscious.
Wow.
That is a
Yeah.
1.
Oh, that's a 1. I thought it was a 4.
Yeah, I
No,
wish.
All right.
No,
It's
he's
so-
unconscious.
Yeah.
Why?
No,
You might as
you're-
well have got a 0.
Yeah. So you
Burn
torch your arm and pass
and
out
realize
from the
that
agony.
you just,
And you know what your mistake was? You didn't throw the die far enough.
That's right. I needed to throw it your direction or against the fucking wall.
or
I
through
guess-
the wall.
Yeah. It just rolled a 1.
Just stop rolling it.
But it's a 4
Now
over
it's
here.
a 4.
All right, it works.
So
You're at a
just,
gaming store. You need to go buy
just
more
stop.
dice.
Just stop. All right. So somebody's got to start dragging him.
But the black pus doesn't seem to be spreading any further up his arm.
But how about
so
the black
that's good
smoke?
news.
Is that spreading?
The black smoke is still coming down the hallway. Yes.
Do we hear any more noises?
And what? And
You do
we-
hear another noise,
Oh,
not
goody.
coming from down the subway tunnel, but coming from up the stairs. You hear the bell of a fire truck.
Be-doo, be-doo.
Not a siren. This is the
This is the
20s.
bell days.
Big
Ding,
bell.
ding,
Yeah.
ding.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of like a bicycle. Ding, ding.
Or like a
Yeah, I'm
horn.
just. I'm gonna say they're that way.
Your bar is still laying in the maintenance tunnel.
But the smoke
We
is
bring the
coming.
water.
Yeah, I'm almost just thinking I'm going to leave it.
The smoke is coming down the subway tunnel, not the maintenance tunnel, right?
It's in
Everywhere.
At this point, you can see it's coming from both. It was just
So,
more
fire
obvious that it was
department
coming
is
from the
here because they know.
because somebody
Something's on
flipped the fire
fire.
alarm.
Oh yeah. That's right, they did. And that's right above us. We hear the fire, like up the stairs. Like,
Out in the, you can hear it in the distance. They're
Okay.
not right there yet.
thank you.
That means we don't have to worry about carrying him out. We'll let the NPCs do the work.
Yeah, we're just citizens down here. This is to help us. So we'll play the role of help us to the firemen and say,
Should I go back and get my gun?
Well, it's going to be hard to conceal it.
yeah. I
I'm
wouldn't.
going to leave it.
Well, you can try to hide it. Conceal.
I'll get
I don't
another
have
one.
conceal. If you have conceal,
You could also try to retrieve it and just try and run out of here before the fire truck
Truck
gets
gets
there.
there.
Yeah.
but then we can't drag him. But I think we're just going to leave him there.
Well, it depends. If everybody takes off running, two of you, she can carry the rifle, and the other two of you can carry him.
Right. But where are we going to run?
I'm going to need some fleeing rolls, but it's possible.
I was thinking just run and leave him there. I can run faster not carrying a body.
Of course.
Why
you
would
can.
we leave him there?
We'll let the other people deal with him. There's
EMS is coming.
Mm-mm.
Where are we going to go? Tell us where we're going to take him.
Uh,
I'm not saying leave him, but give me a solid work. And time's running here.
Just up, out of here. The firemen's here. We're hearing them. They're coming down. Let's just go, get our stuff and go.
I really don't want to answer any questions.
Huh? No, we don't. We don't want to have nothing to do with this.
Right. So if we go up, and they're
If we run
there,
fast,
We can get
they
out
won't even see us here.
before we get. They
I
get
got
there.
no shoes. I run real fast.
I don't have no shoes. I can really run fast.
Okay.
Ooh, my shoes. Are they gonna find my shoes and know they're mine?
It'll be like,
Cinderella.
it'll be like Cinderella story.
I say we help. What's his name?
Roland.
Roland.
Help him and get out of here. Maybe if you can try to hide your gun, maybe we can get lucky and find it later. Come back and find it.
This
But
is a big gun.
Yeah.
just leave it there. Just leave it there.
I can't. We have no safe place to go. We have no way to get any more weapons. This is all I got.
Why do we
When
need
we
more
come out of
weapons?
the subway,
we don't
where
need
are
no
we
more
going?
weapons. We did all the damage.
You could take his Thompson.
There's still something coming.
His Thompson's laying on the
The
ground.
firemen are coming. The firemen
Uh-huh.
are coming. Yeah.
So is a big worm.
Are you
I
gonna
don't
stay
know
down
anything-
here?
I don't know anything about a big worm.
Are you gonna stay down here and fight? And keep fighting these? Or
It's not what I'm saying. Shit.
Well, you got a couple of seconds left.
Wait,
you
what
guys
time
have to
is it?
Tell me.
roughly 8:30 still, or
No,
are we
no,
getting
it's
into
probably
9?
almost 9 o'clock.
All right.
I say we just run.
I say we run because if the firemen are coming and they see us
I
running,
understand that.
we're
but
just
I don't even
like-
know where we're running to.
just up top.
The exit. Of
Away
the
from the scene of the crime first,
Yes.
and then you can figure out the
Yeah, just go up
Isn't
top.
that
and
the way
get-
My
they're coming
suggestion
down?
is to just leave
Yeah, but
his
we can say
body.
that there's a fire. We
firemen
made
are
it.
coming.
Yay! Thank you. Go down here and put it and just pull him out. Just act like we
All
were.
right, so can I conceal this? Do I have to make conceal roll?
Give me the fleeing rolls first.
Okay.
If you guys flee well enough,
We're fleeing.
concealing isn't going to be an option. You're carrying the bar. The two of you are carrying him. Is anyone carrying his Thompson?
She's worrying more
Or
about
did
her
you
gun
strap
than
it
taking
around?
you out.
Hell
Or
yeah!
did you just
She's worrying
leave it
more
over
about
her
her
the
gun
only
shoulder?
than
thing
taking
that's-
you out. She's gonna leave you
That
there.
gun is so much more valuable than me right now.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely
Okay
it is.
then, we're leaving you.
Are you taking his Thompson, or are you tossing it up, strapping it to him, or what do you? Because that's another fairly bulky item. When you're trying again,
Well, we
trying
could
to
pick the
sprint.
gun up and leave him behind.
Well, that's an option too.
That is what we're doing.
I think we could probably strap it to him. Try to.
Yeah, you can.
Conceal it under his jacket or
I mean,
something.
honest to
don't know what
God,
he's
we just
wearing.
saw a wall full of faces and zombies coming
I
at
didn't
us
see
and
any
everything.
wall of
That
faces.
Hey, that fire department is going to take me right to the hospital.
Right.
That might not be a bad idea because
right.
I'm useless right now.
Because we're victims down in the tunnel, just like the other people that were on the platform that
Yeah.
ran.
Just-
when
Oh,
the
now you
smoke
wanna
started
leave
coming.
it.
Nah, actually,
I
that's not a
wanted
bad
to leave
idea
him from
though.
the beginning.
I know, so did I.
No, but if we take you up to the top too to get out of the tunnels,
Then we
I'm
get
not saying-
caught.
Then we get caught, and we got to
Wait a
explain
minute.
why we have this guy.
Yeah, well, you try to say,
he was injured down there in a fire. Go down there, put that stuff out.
or you can say, I think there's somebody down here who got hurt, and then you just continue on your way out. Because they're going to take me right to the hospital.
We can't. We hear the fire trucks. We can't say that they're going to go down there and save you before these voices that are coming down the hall.
There are no voices
gonna
coming
get
down
you.
the hall.
There's no
No,
more
all you're
voices.
hearing is the fire trucks.
We're not hearing no more voices. Nothing coming.
Well, you're just hearing voices in your head. What's your stability?
You may be hearing lots of voices.
I'm just saying.
Stability's in the 9.
She did lose some sanity today.
Sanity's a 9. My stability.
Sanity's overrated.
Yeah.
Health is an 8.
Well, give me fleeing rolls for those of you who are.
I'll spend a
running.
point.
I say if we flee, we take him, and then when we see the fireman, we can say, "Oh my God, help him!"
I say we take
saved
his
him.
gun. I say we take his
Give me the
gun.
fleeing rolls.
I'm
and
taking
I'll
his
tell
gun.
you what you guys have time based on. Are you rolling?
Excited,
Are
yeah.
you? Tell me if you're spending
I
points
did.
on the fleeing.
1 point.
Okay.
I said if a fire
All
roll.
right.
4
so
points.
4
Fleeing.
points.
I'll spend 1 point. Oh, I got 2 points.
2 points.
I'm done sitting next to him.
L.
Because now
Yeah,
all I'm doing is rolling
Ability,
once.
I'm gonna
He didn't roll far enough
use
away from
2.
himself.
All right.
We've explained this to you.
Jesus.
7.
All right. L. You are able to grab your rifle and conceal it nicely without any problem, and you've run from the cops before. You've
Yep.
run from the fire department before. You are really good at running
See
away.
ya, bye.
fast. Similarly, solid job of running on Samus's part. You grab the Tommy gun and
she gets caught dragging a body.
Trinidad, you drag the body halfway up the stairs, and then you suddenly comes to your mind that
This probably isn't a
firefighters
good
are
idea.
pretty good-looking guys.
They
So you just kind of drag him halfway up the stairs and then go and stop and kind of
Primp.
clean
Fix
yourself
my
up
hair.
and primp a little bit. And
Okay.
first two firemen that come down carry you out, and then they send the
thank
next
God.
guy to carry Roland out. And
She gets taken out first?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
Look
me-
at me.
It's
I lost my shoes. Could you guys see if you
Mary
can
Ann
find my
before the
shoes?
professor.
Right? Okay. All right.
Exactly. But yeah, but that does leave you in the position of telling a story to the firefighters. What happened?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
here
was
we
down
go.
there and it just started a fire. Just black smoke is everywhere, and people were running. It was chaos, and I that's all I know.
What's your credit rating?
A lot.
My credit rating is good. Where's
It's
that
a
at?
middle.
Interpersonal abilities,
Interpersonal,
middle column, about the
over
fourth or fifth one down.
Credit rating, 7, but I use 4.
If you spend a point of credit rating, that will represent you looking rich and affluent and
Not crazy.
way too, much a member of the elite to ever have caused any kind of problem in this situation.
Point spent.
And you are able to walk away from it cleanly. This is your second trip to the ER in
2 days.
2 days.
You're back again.
I mumble, if I can, even like half awake, the name of the hospital that I know
He's
the
at.
good doctor is at.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's at the morgue.
That's okay.
All right.
Just put me in the dead fridge.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're able to make your way to the hospital. You will get brought around and patched up. And that's pretty much going to wrap up the cult activity in New York to the best of your knowledge. None of you had a first-hand opportunity to see what happened in Fat Mabel's itself, but you
Did we stop it?
think you cleaned out the basement.
What about newspaper articles and contacting the New York Times woman,
Rebecca.
and Lieutenant Poole?
Well, who's going to be doing that?
I have a lot of time laying in a hospital bed.
Yes, but you're not going to have a lot of opportunity because not every hospital bed has a telephone at it in 1925.
That's true.
Yeah.
I want to pull out my cell phone.
More than likely, she would be with him, stay with him, yes?
I don't know.
No.
We need him, we need a messenger between him and us. Or
Probably the
him.
doctor.
I mean, I feel like when I came out of the or the subway down there,
She straightened her dress.
I'm
Right?
too
And she
fancy
just
for
walked
that.
away?
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
they're not going to stop you and bother
Yeah.
you. You're too important.
So
for
maybe
this.
I could just go to Rebecca. I'll just go right to Rebecca.
Sure.
I'll be like, holy shit, this just happened.
So you're going to give her the unadulterated true story of what happened?
Rebecca?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. Last time I did that, I was like,
Remember, we haven't told
I was in
Rebecca.
deep shit.
We have been sort of like.
We've been telling her everything, though, haven't we?
No, we haven't been telling her.
Nothing
everything.
about the occult or supernatural.
Nothing mythos, but we've been telling her about the occult activity, but nothing mythos
About the
related.
cult activity.
So I
not
think I'm just going to
occult
go to her
activity.
and tell her
the
this.
occult activity.
We didn't tell her nothing about the occult.
Nothing.
No.
You didn't tell her anything supernatural.
Nothing
Okay.
supernatural. No magic, no rituals, but just.
So if
a
you went to
cult
her and said
I'm
you
just
saw
gonna
a
say
wall
the
full of
subway
faces?
just caught on fire. It was a mess down there. Act like I don't know anything. I'll kind of be like delirious to her a little bit. Like I just need to get cleaned up. I need a safe place, cleaned up. Do I know where that safe house is that you guys bought?
Yeah.
So I think I'll just go like. Maybe I should just go there.
Well, we got it.
I think I'll just go to the
that's
safe
probably
house.
a good
Are you
rendezvous
just going to the
point.
safe house,
Yeah.
or are you actually going? So you're not going to talk to Rebecca?
I'm not going to talk to Rebecca.
All right.
I'm just too. Right now, I need to regroup.
Okay. Is that
I'm worried.
Well,
about
I
Yeah.
think
the-
that's what we should do.
Samus?
we
Are
should,
you in on that
since
as well?
Yeah, sure. Running away is always good.
All right.
well, we're not running away. We're just
We're
regrouping.
advancing to
We're
the
totally
rear.
running the right way, and then we're gonna. No, we're not.
We lived.
Didn't you just see what we did? And you're saying we ran away?
In the end, yes.
We don't know if we conquered. We think we did. We don't know if we
Are
did.
any of you down health? Do you want to try and patch one another up?
I have first aid, but I haven't lost any points.
I can't. I don't think I can patch.
I don't even
anybody
have
up.
first
You
aid,
have
so
first aid medicine.
So who needs first aid?
You can make an
that's here.
unskilled first aid roll.
I have 8 points of health. What is that?
Almost full.
Yeah, that's not. You're in decent shape if you're at 8. Are
So
you at
I
full
can-
health?
I have full health. Yeah.
Okay.
I have full health. I can use first aid on her.
You can if you'd like.
1 point.
Sure.
I got 3 total.
You're gonna get up to 3 back. But how far down were you?
I was down 4.
So you get 3 back.
Okay. I gotta bring a pencil. Did I grab the gun?
You did.
I did.
You
grab
did.
the gun.
And I got the.
So yeah, we
Okay.
gotta go back to the safe house, and I gotta.
I'm already back here taking a bath, relaxing.
Isn't it?
Thank you.
So there's a fine line between a safe house and a spa.
If you say so.
So what's your next move, guys?
I guess we wait a day or two and go back to the scene and see if we.
No, I think we need to find out if the cops went in there. What happened with Mabel? With that.
Yeah, like I said, you wait a day or two and then you go back. Let it.
Let it simmer down.
That's right.
Man, allergies are killing me.
Where's he at?
In the
Hospital.
We
So
gotta
how
wait
long
for
is he
this
going
guy
to be in the
till then.
hospital before he can come and reunite with us?
Probably just an overnight.
Okay.
So
Really? You were down
let's
to
wait
like
at the safe
negative
house.
1 and he spends 1 night?
Yes.
Negative
So
one is a
seriously wounded is when you get down to -6.
Oh.
So let's wait
He
for.
got knocked out and bruised and battered, but you can get bandaged up, and one night later,
be awake, and then
Yeah.
over the next course of a couple days, the doctor here can.
patch you up. We're
Patch
gonna
me up.
say you spend the night and you're bring yourself back to +5.
And then you're going to join us at the safe house?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, you guys can discuss your next step moves then at the safe house. Say you show up around noon.
Okay.
Who went and spoke
We
to
need-
the detective?
I was gonna say, who talked to Poole?
Lieutenant
Because
Poole.
we'll need to talk to him again to see what he
We did,
heard happened.
and I think we all did.
We did not.
No, I
Me
think
and-
you
me
mean
and he did
after.
not.
Oh, after, yeah, that's just, like we need to talk to Poole to see how that went.
I say we go, yeah, let's go talk to Poole and see. Say, hey, we did what you asked, we stayed away.
We need to talk to
Well, we
Rebecca
can't say that.
to see or collect newspaper articles.
So yeah, you guys can check the paper the next morning,
Yeah.
and there's an article about a fire in the subway tunnel near the what's
135th
135th Street
something.
station.
See, we needed to keep that article, put it in a little frame,
Yeah. Altogether.
Yeah, 135th
135th
and Lennox Station.
Lennox.
Okay.
And
Was killed.
it talks about bodies that were found in the subway tunnel. Several dead bodies. The source of the flame is still unclear. They're guessing it may have been some kind. Speculation is that there may have been a leakage from a heating oil tank in one of the nearby buildings.
I'll laugh at the article.
But several bodies were found, and it's not clear who they were and why they were in the maintenance tunnels nearby.
Who wrote the article?
It's not credited. It's just credited to editorial staff or staff reporter.
I want to know where they're.
And there's another article that talks about a police raid on Fat Mabel's and remarks that several cases of it's going to probably be more specific and say something more than 50 gallons of illegal liquor was seized at the site, and 9 arrests.
So-
No names are given with those. So.
9 arrests?
Tells us he did not run to the ritual.
Well,
And there's no
maybe
mention
did.
of the people in the
But-
subway being killed by machine guns.
There's no mention of it in the article.
That's why I want to know who wrote the articles.
Yeah.
Where'd they
I
get
say
their
we still
intel?
need to talk to Lieutenant Poole to see what he says about
Yeah.
Fat Mabel's. And then maybe talk to Rebecca and see
Yep.
if she knows anything.
Agreed on both.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to. Who's going to talk to Lieutenant Poole? And who's going to talk to Rebecca? Or are you all
I
staying
think we should
together?
all
We
stay
all go
together.
together.
So who are you talking to first?
Why don't we invite Poole to Rebecca's and then have the conversation about what happened
Okay.
together? Because Poole was there. That's how we planned all this in the first place.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you guys are able to schedule a meeting. Let's say for 2:00. You know what? It's probably not going to be that early. It's going to be later in the day because you've got to make some calls and you didn't get back till noon. So let's say you guys agree to have a dinner meeting, say 6:00
Okay.
pick up some carry out and have a dinner meeting at Times in one of their meeting rooms. So you sit down to the meeting, and Poole is there, Rebecca's there, and the 4 of you are there. Again, Dr. O'Donnell was called off to a consult.
Okay.
Poole will start things off. So the tip-off was right. We were able to recover quite a bit of booze. And we found a few odd things that perhaps you'd like to tell me more about.
Why would we need it? Why would we know about it?
Because that depends on what you found.
We found a tunnel in the basement of Fat Mabel's that was billowing this rancid black smoke. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Did you go down?
I didn't personally go down, but a couple of officers did. Eventually, once it cleared out, we had to call the fire department in first, send people down with a little better equipment to check that out. We also found a steady stream of people heading down in toward that basement that we were able to arrest as they arrived. And not all of them looked like typical rum runners.
What do you mean?
I mean, they weren't your typical rum runners. Why don't you tell me what you think they were like?
Why would I know what they look like?
What do you want to know about him?
Oh my God, I'm going to tell you everything. No.
I'll let you ask me questions or us questions. How about?
Well, you know, certain religious organizations have been known to use alcohol in their rituals. I don't want to name names like
all of them.
Catholicism, blah,
Like
blah, blah.
all
That's
of
true.
them.
That's true.
Certainly true, but I'm not aware of any major world religions that have religious paraphernalia that match the things that we found last night. And yet, I'm somehow feeling confident that you lot are familiar with this.
Well, it's possible that you might find similar wounds on some victims that have been appearing over the past 2 years with those things that you found. Maybe. Which I think you should look into.
I will be.
And was an old man arrested, perhaps dressed in more of priestly garments?
There was an elderly man there who claimed that he had just stepped out of his apartment.
Well, that is.
But the basement seemed to be awfully far from his apartment, and there was not a storage unit attached to it, as he insisted there must be. Leaves us wondering just what he might have been storing down there.
That
He
man
certainly
is,
wasn't willing to admit to anything.
yeah, and he won't. That man is a very dangerous man.
We come to a similar conclusion. Do you have any hard evidence about that?
I think our friend Rebecca here, I point to Rebecca,
Oh, don't drag me into this.
you have our notes.
Your notes don't exactly constitute hard evidence, Dr. Kurtz. And I'm not entirely certain that you necessarily want to turn over everything in these notes to the New York City Police Department.
No, we don't.
Oh, and Dr. Poole, or Lieutenant Poole expect. Well, now I'm definitely interested. What is it you don't want to share with me?
How dangerous this man is. But we have no hard evidence.
Anything you want to share off the record?
Well, he was owner of the Juju House, and there were all those disappearances, like like 6 months ago now?
Yeah.
Something like that, 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then that got closed down,
Yeah.
and you know, if you just look at the fact that what was going on stopped happening after that.
So you're telling me that this is the ringleader behind
Yeah.
the murders?
Yes.
But you can't provide anything to corroborate that.
Other than the fact that after the Juju House got shut down, they stopped for a while.
Did anybody
We're talking Silas, right?
Yeah. If the 14th investigated the Juju House after the arrests there 6 months ago, then it's possible that there is evidence of what happened there in the 14th precinct. If nobody went in there, that place is still boarded up. If you want evidence of what happened there, you may want to go inside and go to the
Good point.
basement.
Well, we do have the shipping. Didn't we get like shipping documents from the Juju House originally? That's how we figured out how to get to London and stuff.
You did.
So we have that. I mean, that's not evidence of murder, but it's evidence of a conspiracy.
Yeah.
So we can give them that.
And those notes would be with Rebecca too. I mean, there's a lot of circumstantial evidence, though. Nothing that says that Silas's hand murdered these people.
He came out of Mabel's, is where you saw him?
We found him. He came down to Mabel's basement. That's where we caught him.
You caught him in the basement?
Yes.
With anyone else?
Yes.
How many?
There were 8 others down there performing some kind of strange chant.
And we saw...
And
I passed you a note. We saw 3 in the tunnels, right?
4.
4 plus 2, kind of.
Plus 2 zombies.
I don't know
And you
how that
saw
helps
40.
There will be a coroner's report out, most likely.
You saw 40
and our doctor
things
friend
in the
might be able
chest,
to
right?
get you the
Yeah.
truth behind what
Yeah, how many did I see?
I think there were around 40 of the headbands.
we discovered in the tunnels. Not saying, what might have been discovered in those tunnels. Because there were more cultists down there.
What do you mean? Were you in
You
the
just said
tunnels?
the bad word.
You did.
Thought I asked you to stay away from this.
We're off record. We were.
Well, we didn't enter the.
Are you
bar.
responsible for the bodies that were found near the platform?
We're still off the record, right?
I
We
stepped
are.
over those.
No. Did they find the other room?
Did your police officers or the fire department find another room under the basement? Or under in the tunnels?
There was a room across the subway tunnels, which was the source of the fire and the black smoke.
Who was
now we're
in
getting
there?
somewhere. Did you investigate that room?
There was some fluid that there was quite a bit of smoke, and I think they're still airing it out completely, but they did find evidence of some kind of the fire having originated from there, and there was some kind of fuel that left only a kind of a sickly black stain behind. Do you know what that fuel was?
Whiskey.
No, we don't know what
Never
that
seen
thing
whiskey
was.
burn like that.
Hey, he asked us a very pointed question. Do we know what it was? We have no idea what
no
it
idea.
was.
Silas might.
Anything I should ask him about specifically?
He won't answer
Everything.
any of your questions.
All of your questions you're asking us, I think should be asked to Silas.
See.
He lives.
He might know your answers. We don't know your answers.
Lieutenant, I think there's a lot of things that you do not want to know.
I don't like hearing things like that. That troubles me a great deal.
And what'll trouble you even more is if we tell you, then you're going to wish you didn't know. It's going to sound unbelievable, and you're not going to believe us. So, all we can tell you is that Silas is extremely dangerous. You okay?
Just allergies or something.
Yeah.
Just keep.
Are you allergic to Cthulhu?
Maybe. Yeah, they just keep watering, so I don't know.
Changing seasons.
I guess.
You're not going to believe us if we tell you the truth. And if you do believe us, you're going to wish that you never heard anything that we tell you. So just understand that Silas is an extremely dangerous person. And I don't know how to prove it to you.
Did you give cop talk?
Doctor.
I do, and you guys.
I have 3.
You had officers go in that other room. You found some black oozy stuff. Is there anything on the walls in there? Did anything else that you noticed? Did they notice anything else down there that was strange?
Unnatural.
Not through the flames. Was there something we should have been looking for?
Through the flames, something
Through
was
the
still on
smoke
fire.
damage, sorry.
through the smoke damage, yeah, I mean, there's got to be something else in that room.
He did say that there was like a puddle there, like a black ooze that was still burning. I'm confident that that black ooze was like the remains of that thing.
But what I'm trying to figure out is how to get him on that wavelength without coming out and going, come up with something.
You don't want to
So,
sound like a crazy person?
I don't want to sound like a crazy person. I want to kind of lead, kind of like Columbo, lead you into your own trap with your own talking.
All right. You said you have cop talk.
I do.
Go ahead and spend a point of that.
Okay.
And you're going to convince him that
There's something else to be investigated.
while there may be other things to investigate, you guys aren't the ones to answer his questions, and clear yourselves of likely suspicion.
Good. That's how that's done, guys. See that?
Perfect.
As far as Rebecca, what was it you wanted to get out of her?
Who?
Yeah. How do we find out who wrote that article?
And how to keep even some of like the truth about what happened down there, like out of the newspapers.
Well, it's already left out
Yeah.
of the newspaper. So who fed that reporter the information
The
about?
reporter was a cub reporter, basically just writing the article based on the line that the fire department fed it.
Okay.
Yeah, so the fire department probably wasn't about to say, we
Yeah,
found
we
a bunch
found-
of mutilated bodies, and
Yeah.
they're not going to say that.
Yeah.
So we would be able to figure out that that's how the reporter got that information.
Yeah.
So what do we want to leave Rebecca with? First of all, I want to get our stuff back from her.
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, the fact that she's in on this conversation,
Right.
it just helps sort of like corroborate the information that she already has as
Right.
like additional information about the conspiracy,
Absolutely.
about the seriousness of all the shit going on.
Right.
That's all. I think it's. So, I mean, does Rebecca have any questions?
Do you think this clears it up?
Not until Silas is gone.
Silas needs to be taken care of.
There's an awful lot of evidence against Silas right now.
I hope it's enough. He cannot be on the streets. He cannot be.
So what happened to him and the 9 others that were down there?
They're facing smuggling charges.
So they're sitting in jail right now?
Silas is in jail.
But to cleanse the area, I don't think we need to get rid of the cultists. I think we need to get rid of the creatures.
Yeah, but I think as long as Silas lives, then
But once
he can
the-
just
he's just gonna
return. He's just
relocate.
going to relocate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but if
he'll
the
open
area's
it up.
been sealed, then he can't go back there again.
That might be true.
He'll have to go somewhere else, maybe to China or London or whatever.
Kenya, probably that's the origin of this cult.
Cairo.
He'll join Alexander,
Yeah.
Wu Fang,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and everybody else in Kenya. It'll be like
It'll be like the evil DC legends.
Yeah.
All the misfits. I got nothing for Rebecca.
No.
Okay.
Just keeping her in the loop, I mean, is kind of what's important here. Because we're trying to convince her that there's a global conspiracy, that it's very dark. There's murder, there's ritual, there's sacrifice, there's very evil people out there.
So we've now told her about the cult side.
Well,
We
the
did-
cult, not the
Occult. We told her about the cult side of things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're trying to sort of like, we still haven't hinted at, the end of the world kind of shit.
So what's your next move?
We're,
wait a day or two and
Go back to
go
Mabel's.
check out the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Okay, Mabel's will be shut down.
that's
Well, we'll go
perfect.
to the subway tunnel.
We'll go up the back way.
Okay.
Probably cops down there or something.
No, what you find down there is a construction crew rebuilding the walls.
Yeah, they're not going to let us in there. Well, then again, they're not going to be working at 2 in the morning.
They're construction dudes. You just pay them off.
That's true, too.
They're just simple-minded guys. They just want to go home to their families.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What?
They're simple-minded guys.
They're just laborers, man.
They don't want
Just
to be
trying to
ate
get
by
through
the
the day.
The face snake.
Yeah.
Maybe. So we're gonna try to go back down there and check out that room? Is that what you guys are saying?
I want to see what's left over.
Well, I think we... Oh, wait. We can...
The burning wall thing, I want to see what's
what they're
left.
doing. Yeah.
They've already filled it in by the time you get down there. You said you waited a couple of days.
Take my gun out. First construction guy, see who did this.
Did what?
Who authorized covering all this stuff up?
City, the transportation
Let's
office.
see your contract. Whose name's on the contract?
It's the VP of the chairman of the planning commission for
I don't like your
subway
answers.
maintenance.
I just went crazy. I just went crazy.
Yeah, a little bit.
What
You did
about
lose
the
a point of
area
sanity.
that was
I
missing?
did.
Where the sign,
They filled it in.
it's all filled in.
Yeah, they filled it in with sand and filled it.
So it's done.
I'm angry.
It's gone.
Well, that's not a
Well,
bad
that's
thing.
not a bad thing.
No.
It's a good thing. It's what we tried to do.
I know.
But I think that Silas still needs to be taken care of. Whether or not we go pull the
Or you come
bars
back in a few
out
days and
wherever
see
he's
if you got
staying
teeth
at
marks
and-
again.
No,
What?
I think
You think this is done?
this is done.
Don't look at him.
We have
This
to
has
do,
done what?
We have,
We
to,
have to do the ritual.
That's right. In like a
So
week and a
that's
half.
2 weeks still.
Whatever. 2
Yeah,
weeks.
but I don't think it's going to be done until like. Well, I know we killed a monster, so that's good.
That means we and if, as long as he's in jail for at least 2 weeks, I think you're right, Richard. I think that if we cleanse the area, then
And we'll meet him again in Kenya
font,
someday.
the font of evil that's here.
They
is
all get
cleansed.
away. All the head.
You
Cultist
know
guys
about those
get away.
rituals, so you've been
It
reading
makes
up
you
on
want
them.
to
I
be a
don't.
supervillain, doesn't it?
It does.
Don't.
You actually catch an article in the paper the next day that there was a fight in the county prison.
Yeah.
And
Silas is gone.
no,
Oh.
Silas is dead.
Oh, Silas is dead.
Now I gotta go to all my peeps and figure out who offed them.
I think we might know who.
I know. Yeah, I already know who did it.
Okay.
I think we need to send Pool with a small thank you with like some money.
No, I think it was the mysterious black figure from the Juju house on round 1. The guy that
We killed him.
no, you shot at him in the street, and he was so fast he could dodge bullets.
I thought he was taken out at some point.
Nope.
Well, we can ask Paul.
He ain't gonna tell you.
Why?
Why would he say yeah?
Why
that
would?
was-
Yeah, I off the. You know,
yeah,
I'm a
you said
cop.
he was dangerous. Nah, he's a good cop. I think
All
we
right,
need
so
to.
the
run-
we
good
told
news
him our
is
deepest,
the-
darkest
Not really.
secrets.
No, we didn't. I think though.
He thinks.
Look, I think it's righted. We got rid of the creature. We got rid of Silas.
Yes.
And if we close, if we believe the record, the accounts that
I'm super excited. Are we going to actually be able to do a ritual?
yeah, I think the accounts of
Well, I'll roll
like
a 1
the
and
5.
Don't say that.
Stop.
Oh, I just want to throw these dice at you.
I think if the records are correct, that like the pillars of light that are in our notes, and we close that font of evil here, then no cult activity can happen here and it work. It be successful.
Yeah, that's our
So we
next
need
step.
to survive for 2 weeks, and on the night of the full moon, do the ritual. But what I think we should do is we should cut a hole into the side of the fucking wall of the subway system, so we can slide our object into it and then reseal it,
So
so it is forever locked.
So my
In-
construction worker that I just knocked out.
Yeah, you help him. You take him out for a dinner. You pay him a lot of money. Say, look, I'm really sorry about knocking you over the head. We really need your help.
What are we
Gonna end
hiding
up
in the
Cask of
wall?
Montiago. It's not going to be the symbol that is the only thing that gets bricked in.
Yeah. You're going to hold him forever.
Yeah.
So who's going to perform this ritual?
I guess it would be me.
All right.
Me.
I got the skills to do it,
Me too.
and I know how to roll ones.
And I
so-
think
Alright.
the doctor does too.
All right. Let's see those rolls.
Oh, we're passing 2 weeks up?
Oh shit! We're
So-
doing the
so-
ritual.
We need to craft the object.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I got
watch
the,
this.
I got the craft skill, 1 point.
All right.
I will spend a point
Okay.
for whatever good that does. Does
Sure.
anybody want to help me craft
I
this?
will.
What do I have to spend?
Craft points.
2 points gives
Under
him
technical
1.
skills.
I got 5
I
to
got
give
nothing.
Every 2
Why don't
points.
you just have her
Okay.
craft it? Because you could spend all 5
you.
on
I
it.
can spend all 5.
Yeah.
But a 1 would probably still fail, because it's a 1.
It's
What
a
the
6.
fuck is wrong
A
with
1
you?
is a 6.
I'm gonna put tape over your mouth.
Are you going to throw that die far away from
I am
yourself?
crafting.
Throw it at his head,
I'm
damn
gonna
it.
put dice on.
What am I crafting?
She will not
A ritual?
ritual.
A
A
symbol
symbol.
for the ritual.
Yeah, we over the next 2 weeks we tell you all about the symbol that needs to
And
be
I like
crafted.
carve it into a piece of obsidian
stone,
or
yeah.
something.
Stone,
Okay.
yeah. And then
So go
I
ahead and give me
gotta
that
drop
crafting
my
roll.
blood in it.
Good enough.
8.
You have crafted a solid symbol, and then you need to perform the ritual.
and I can help.
Do it right.
So that would be occult, I'm
That
guessing.
would be stability.
Stability? I got plenty of that.
How much you spending?
All of it. Let's close one.
3 points.
All right.
Why not?
I'll spend 2 as well
Okay.
to help him out. You got 4 plus 4, man.
A 2.
Plus 4 is a 6. You successfully, on the night of the full moon, perform the ritual. I believe the night of the full moon is
Just passed.
One done.
May 8th. So we will pick things up the morning of May 9th, if you'll tell me where you're going to be going there.
London.
Is that the next move? Are we? Do we
It's
have a
the
consensus?
closest location to our current location.
It's also
So the morning of May 9th, you're going to have tickets for a ship that will leave New York City heading toward London.
It's also the only place that we have extensive notes on. I
Well,
think we're trying to follow the trail of the old party.
no. We're probably going to go to Egypt to get all our stuff.
Yeah, we need.
But London's closer than Egypt.
First of all,
Wait, were we in London?
we did get our
We
stuff
were.
back from
You
Rebecca.
weren't.
I
where
was
we're
not.
Yes,
leaving.
yeah, you
where
recovered
all
your
that
stuff
stuff is
from
I came
done.
in right after London, I
Yeah.
think.
So my thought was
Egypt,
New
then
York, London, Egypt. And then after that, we can argue. I know he wants to go to China, but I think China's a dead end because we can't seal it. We can't even get near it.
Well, you can.
You're just gonna
Well,
My character
I think
excels
London-
at understanding the radiation there.
yeah, you'll bask in the glow.
Yeah.
You'll get your suntan lotion out.
Yeah.
We can send somebody else.
We're closing one in London.
Yeah.
What's in London? One more time.
London is
Egypt
the
is one of
Penju
our stuff.
Foundation guys. There's an island with a mansion that we failed.
Okay.
You mostly burned down the mansion.
Well, but
I
we
was
didn't
there.
do anything.
Wasn't I there? Was it that we had the truck and the girls
was the
waiting for them to come through
Yeah.
and
That was the fog
was
attack.
there.
Were
Yeah,
you
then we
there
got
for the
attacked
fog?
by fog.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Actually
there.
grabbed Declan.
Yeah. And that's when Alexander kind of went crazy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's I was
That's in
there.
London.
Okay.
All right. So, the morning of May 9th, you will be setting off for London, and we will pick up on that journey next time.
All right.
Hey.
Thank you, folks. For anyone following along, please pay a visit to our Facebook page, Masters of Nyarlathotep at Immortals Inc., and we'll be picking up there. If you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear them. Thanks for your time.
Good night.